I actually like that we're Barstool's obviously a big company now. It's enormous. But I like sort of that we're away from them. We're a little mom and pop operation. We're in Red 13. We're this weird mill in the middle of nowhere. We don't really interact with Barstool much. We do our own thing. We make our own trouble. We get out of the way. We leave, basically. And I feel like that was never and will never be better illustrated than yesterday for about an hour and a half, where in Somerville we went in, tried to confront the mayor. A lot of Minna fans are there. Estimates vary. Some as high as 750, 800 fans were there on the streets. Mike, you got a good look. Would you say it's about right?
Yes, it was a wild crowd. More people than I've ever seen in my life.
I'm told it was the largest crowd that has ever assembled in Somerville, Massachusetts.
I think so. But yes, particularly for that. And then we just kind of did our thing and left. And like we even have our own now. We have our own babysitter. Blind Mike was babysitting my son Harry, which is not in any way disturbing.
This is a questionable decision on your part, Kirk.
I made many questionable decisions yesterday. If I had known in retrospect, we'll get into it all, I'm sure, as the show goes on. If I had known in retrospect that certain people were going to be there while I was driving with my son, they probably would have turned him around. Or if I would have had somebody babysit him before I left the house. But
your son almost witnessed you being assassinated. Do you realize how that would have fucked him up for the rest of his life?
I mean,
like
you do know John Kennedy. Well, you do know Robert Todd Lincoln. Abe Lincoln's son was, I think, I'm going to look this up before we get to our great friends at Getro Man. I believe he witnessed 3 presidential assassinations.
Well, the thing is, I read in the Boston Globe this morning that Abraham Lincoln was not, in fact, John Wilkes Booth's actual target.
Is that right?
Somebody else at the play that night he was trying to shoot.
I only want that story. We'll do some more T stuff too. I hate that fucking story. Let me see here. Robert Todd Lincoln. This is fascinating only to me. I don't care if you're listening or not. Go listen to Caller Daddy or Ellie Schnitt or whatever. Presence at assassinations. Robert Lincoln was coincidentally, I don't think he was fucking the trigger man for any of them, either present or nearby when 3 presidential assassinations occurred. He was not present at his father's assassination. He was at the White House, had to be rushed with his parents. The president was moving to he was at, he saw the President Garfield assassinated, and at William McKinley's invitation, he was there when the president was shot. September 6, 1901. That's fucking crazy. That's not crazy to anybody else.
It suggests to me that he might have had a role.
I think he was like 3 when his dad died, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Who the hell knows? Anyway, that's interesting to me. If I was masturbating to it, for example, and I wanted to wait a little longer before I fucking came on Robert Lincoln's face, his picture on Wikipedia, I'd probably use Getro Man. I mean, wouldn't you, Mike?
Of course. My girlfriend's hoping I get some free samples out of this.
Absolutely. We can do that for you. Roman swipes, a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. Our great friends at GetRoman.com. Go do it right now. The feedback, by the way, I've gotten tweets about it. Unbelievable. People are using it. People are loving it. There are people banging away for hours and hours. Television ratings are going to go down even more. Podcast numbers, except for mine, are going to go down. Things aren't getting done. Lawns are growing. This shit is going on because the guys are fucking for like 7 hours because of Getro Man. Our friend, the superhero Getro Man, swoops in right before ejaculation, swipe it right on, bang, 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 for a fucking hour. So if that's what you want, if you want to have better sex, make your wife happier, your girlfriend happier, your male lover happier, then go to GetRoman.com/Kirk right now. GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. You save $5. No, save $5, idiot. It's $5 for the entire monthly plan if you use that link properly. GetRoman.com/Kirk. So there you go.
I'm listening to Kirk Minihane's podcast.
Sports and show business.
Kirk Minihane, who is apparently a derelict of some kind.
That is Kirk Minihane. No one more controversial right now in the sports talk world.
That's what I'm talking about. Sport!
Kirk Minihane, what kind of thug are you?
Yes, well, he is white hot right now.
The head. I also want to say something about Kirk Minihane because I like him.
Kirk is like a sports genius who everyone hates.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Blind Mike is here. Steve Robinson is here. This is the lunch crew from yesterday, minus Harry Minihane, who's out in the car. I decided to leave him out in the car today.
You just left him out there?
Yeah, the Blind Mike experience.
I can see his leg.
Yeah. For me, so it's summer, school's out. School's out this week, so camps are next week. So you're just sort of handing off and running around and doing shit. So I had Harry do for the afternoon already for a couple of days before we decided we were going to do this. Yesterday at Somerville City Hall, have our massive press conference. So I'm driving him in, and Robinson texts me and says, Brian Riccio is here. We'll get to him later. And I thought, oh, fuck. Like, now it's over. It's not going to be – all the joy was, like, sucked out of my body. All the momentum was, like, gone. So I'm looking at Harry. I'm like, God, how do I keep Harry in the same – like, how do I keep him near without this fucking creep in my life? So I tried to hide him behind somewhere so I could see his body sort of and whatever. And then as we did the second one, I had Blind Mike babysit him, which isn't... Have you ever babysat before?
Not really. Maybe my brother when I was young.
Yeah. Do you think how'd you do? How'd you and Harry communicate? Was it good
We had a lot of deep discussion. I complained. I told him, I go through depression and my eyesight is very bad, and he gave me a lot of good advice.
Oh, did he? Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very well-behaved kid, though. Wasn't trying to get in trouble.
Thanks to his
wasn't trying to make trouble.
Thanks to his, whatever the hell he had, iPad or whatever. Without that...
the iPad, I think the iPad was probably a better babysitter than Blind Mike.
Yes, I think so. Better vision. So, I don't know. We'll go around the room first. We'll start with Blind Mike. Blind Mike, your thoughts?
I can't believe that it didn't. You didn't resort to physical violence. I think you showed a lot of strength because that guy was infuriating. When he said Brian Riccio was there, I had the same reaction that you did. That I was like, it's just not going to be funny anymore.
So Riccio, so people don't know, and they probably don't.
Like all the Barstool guys were like, who's this Brian Riccio?
Yeah, right. I did a podcast with him before. He's always. I actually did something I almost never do last night. Blocked him for like 90 minutes, and I was like, I got to unblock. Like I hate blocking people. I used to do it all the time, and I haven't done it for like 5 years. I blocked him, but I was like, then he's going to do this dumb video. Fuck him. Like I'll just mute him and ignore him. But he's just this. So like for instance, like he's told me to kill myself. My old partner, Jerry Callahan, had throat cancer, essentially. And he calls him, like, the cancer kazoo. He's just a dick. Like, he's just a fucking asshole. And my biggest issue with him is, and Steve can, even our brief time together, corroborate this. Like, I want to have people who hate me in our world. Like, obviously. I mean, if you listen to the old show I was on, clearly I want that. And we even talked about Riccio, like, a week or two ago. But his problem is, there's no fucking humor. There's like no.
Like
it'd be great to have
interesting. There
was there's no thought. It'd be great to have to me a funny, interesting, wise ass guy who hates my fucking guts. I would love that.
Like if Big Cat really hated you, Big Cat from Barstool, that'd be good for you
great.
guys to go back and forth.
Wonderful. Or just some random guy on Twitter who happens to be funny and articulate, hates me. Awesome. Like call all day. Come on in. But it's not. Riccio's thing is, and like I got sucked into his shit fuck world where I'm like saying when we're doing the old game. Like okay, I'm a racist. How am I a racist? You want those? Give me another example. Like it's just so it drives me fucking bananas. He's just, and it's. I mean, what else can you say about the guy? Good for him. This is what he wanted to do. We did the second video. I thought was much better. He fucking tried to ruin and sabotage the thing, and to a large extent, he did. So good for him.
So you said yesterday that this was the idea to have a press conference was a home run idea. I thought yesterday complete failure.
Really?
I thought it sucked. See, Brian Riccio. So
Wild is good though. You got to remember that.
No,
Wild, it doesn't have to be clean. Like, Wild is good.
It was good, but it didn't accomplish the objectives that I was looking to.
Well, me either. But I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I show up there. First of all, I go to the Somerville Public Library. There's like heroin junkies everywhere. They shoo me out. I'm in like the teen section. I'm not supposed to be in the teen section. That's like I'm like, oh, great job, Joe Curtatone. This is a great public space for us to be in.
Why are you in the teen section?
Well, I just went into the first room. I just went into the first room where I saw a table. I was like, I'm just going to bang out a blog post and then we can get out of here. And so then I finally show up there. And
I'm sure I'm buying that story, but okay.
I see this. I see this dapper guy in a suit. That's Blind Mike. I go up. I say, hey,
yeah, Blind Mike looked good. Yes,
like walk over here.
A lot
like
of people said that.
I was like, hey, get out of traffic. Get out of traffic. Come over here. Sit here. And I see a camera guy show up.
Blind Mike was literally in the middle of the street.
Yes, he was in the middle of the street. So I drag him. I move him out of the.
Were you aware of that or no?
I like to play like a human version of Frogger.
I thought maybe you thought you were in the teen section of the library, but it's just cars going by.
Yeah. So I walk up to the steps of City Hall, and I see a camera guy and a guy in a suit, and I assume it's just like the shooter and also a TV reporter. I'd never seen this Riccio guy in my life. Might have been the
shooter of something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I walk up there and I introduce myself, and it's Riccio, and he pulls out his camera and he starts recording me. Oh, you're a fucking racist hick from Maine.
Do we have any of it?
You're racist hick from Maine.
Well, I watched that video, and you did fine because he's not. You were laid back, and but the problem is you can either be extremely aggressive with him or you can ignore him, and you have it's the same effect. Like it doesn't matter. And again,
either way, you're feeding the troll.
Yeah, that and I mean, look, yesterday there's no way to ignore it. Like he just wouldn't shut up, so you have to try and confront him, which is too bad. But and he's gonna. But the problem for us going forward now is we're gonna do things. We're gonna do events. There are already companies reaching out to want us to do live shows. Multiple companies. So like if we do something and say like I don't know Buffalo Wild Wings, right? We love Buffalo Wild Wings. Friends with Scott Neer. He's a regional director in New England. Buffalo Wild Wings loves us. If I go and do a show there, like with a bunch of listeners, which I'd love to do and have fun and do dumb shit, is he going to show up and do this stupid crap?
I'm sure.
We're going to get a restraining order. Like legit.
He wins.
We're gonna get a
though.
restraining order.
And he wins.
I don't care as long as he gets the fuck away from us. We win.
He doesn't win in the end because then he has to stop doing this shit.
Exactly.
And
Like,
then he's completely
I
erased.
want his old halitosis, delirium tremens ass away from us.
Honestly, do you think he wins by us talking about him right now?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, of course. But we have to. This is what we do. Like we had the thing yesterday. We promoted it, and it was a major part of it. We can't not talk about it. That's fucking stupid. I mean,
one idea I had was I was going to send him a message last night and say, "Hey,
don't do that.
I'd like to have you on the podcast tomorrow. We start taping 6:30 in Worcester."
And just
he's too. But he's obsessed. He knows everything about me. Like he's, like the idea that he hates me is true, but you can't hate me that much if you don't love me. Like he's in love with me, obviously.
When I get this going, I'd love to have a sit face to face with you with something.
I mean, if you go back to the pod, it's the same thing as yesterday. It's insane. Like at one point, he said, he has diabetes, which I feel bad for everyone else in the world who has diabetes, but him. I really do. Like
I kept calling it a disability, which I was offended.
Is that a disability?
I don't think diabetes is a disability.
So. It doesn't sound something I'd want, and I'm sure he has it. But like I said, if 8 billion people in the world have diabetes, I want them all, except for Brian Riccio, to get cured of it. I want him. I mean, if you said to me, "Do you want him to die?" Whatever. Would I care if he died? If you came in this morning and said Brian Riccio died, I'd say, well, whatever. I mean, great. Life goes on. Good luck. I'd be.
Would you want an open casket wake?
Yeah, I'd take a good look. But he turned to me. He's like, "Why do you hate me?" I said, "I mean, you've got on Twitter saying you hope I kill myself and I die." And he's like, "Oh, it was just one time." I'm like, what? I'm like, you said Jerry Callahan, who's a friend of mine. You're making fun for having cancer. I mean, and that's forgetting, by the way, his liberal use of the N-word and his derogatory actions towards homosexuals, and it's just weird. I don't really know what his angle is. I don't get it. Like I don't understand it.
As I started to study more and more about you, I started to see more and more of myself in you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think, too, a lot of the new Barstool people liked it because it was interesting, but I feel like a lot of your hardcore fans are just like, this again? Because every time you interact with this guy, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, and if he... I was trying to talk to him after, and I was honestly saying, like, when the cameras were off, because then he's like, "Oh, you want to take a picture?" And I'm like, "I don't want to take. This is not an act.
Right.
Like, I don't.
He
want
thinks
to
it's fun.
Yeah, you're
he thinks
a
you guys
asshole.
are just buddies having
right.
fun.
Yeah, we're not. There's not some rivalry. Like you're a zero. But I wanted to say to him, like, reinvent yourself a little bit. Continue with the hate, but try a different angle. Have a little sense of humor, and we would definitely use you.
Can we have Riccio describing to you on your old podcast his average day?
Sure.
Get up in the morning, and I do social media till noon.
What does that mean?
I get up around 8:39. Do my Twitter, check Facebook, read the papers. Online, and
then noon happens, and then what?
Then I'll go out, hit a dispensary, take a walk.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
Smoke some weed. See some friends. Come home, cook myself some dinner, and then watch the Nets till about 10 o'clock, and go to bed.
As much as I hate this guy, MHB pointed out that is eerily similar to my day.
Yeah, what's the difference? I actually thought that was you. No. But I mean, I just I love pinning people down because this is sort of what I've done the last couple of years, where they throw all these bombs at you, and now that I'm at Barstool, they do it to them as well. They obviously before I was here, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Okay, let's go, and they never have anything ever. It never. I don't understand it, and it's too bad because you're right. Because I thought the second one we did with Cullen was actually pretty funny. We went into the city hall, and I talked like Cullen. That was fine. That was good. And like, if Riccio was just this sort of annoying, wacky guy, it'd be great. I'd love to have him as a whack packer, but there's no humor there. We left a number to get Riccio reaction, right?
Yes, we did.
He left a message, right?
He did leave a message.
Is
that something you want to play?
Well, it's just it'll just get me in the mood. Is it the same old shit?
It's the same old
greatest
shit.
hits and like I ruined your day and
he owned you. He made you his bitch.
I like when you would say you would say, "How am I a racist?" and he would say, "You tell me." It's like, what is that? Why would I tell you? I don't know.
It's true. I mean, he could tell me how he's a racist. It's written. He writes the N-word. We've seen it several times.
You want to play this message from
How long is it?
It's 32 seconds.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a message for you guys. How do you feel? What?
No, you know what?
Thank you. I just don't want to play this.
He thinks we're buddies. Like he's the fourth guy in the studio right now.
He'll be tweeting like, "Oh, they talked about me," and like, why? My issue. See, this is my psychological issues. Is why do I care if he tweets that? Who gives a shit?
But there's something about it. Like I experienced it yesterday. When someone calls you a racist, it's just like, I don't know. It gets the hair on your back stands up, and you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, welcome to my
man?
world. This is what I mean. You have to deal with people like this. He said that Steve is racist Not because of the things Steve has told me off the air, which are fucking incendiary.
Well,
which
of
I mean, I can't believe the things
We're all
he says.
offended
It's
by that.
incredible.
I thought that was off the record.
Jesus. But because he's from Maine, which again is, I think, that seems to me to be, I don't know, what's the term? We were stumbling around for that term.
I think it's geographic and economic slurs.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yes.
Classism.
Yes, or a leap, Mike. I think you're right on it.
I didn't. Same thing.
Yeah, but he said that, you know, because you're from Maine and because you worked with Howie Carr, your old boss, that you're a racist. Well, to that I'd say, is everyone in Maine racist? And then I said to Brian, well, tell me how Howie's a racist. And he just started doing his laugh, and I'm like, okay. Like, so you think that's a ridiculous statement? Like, how about some proof?
I mean, it's immigration thing, right? I mean, that's usually what they fall back on, or anybody who voted for Donald Trump.
But he doesn't
anybody
even
who
do that. He
supports
doesn't have
Donald
the
Trump.
sense
He
to do that.
can't even go back to that.
But I'm telling you, this guy is the kind of guy who feeds shit to like the Shirley Longs and the Boston Globe people of the world and the people
who do you
try
think
and
he was
bring
texting with yesterday? I think he was texting with some people in Curtitone's office. I wouldn't be surprised if Minihane, his campaign aide.
Of course he
I mean,
was.
he was dispatched there to do exactly what he did yesterday.
Right. Oh, yeah. But he would have done it anyway. This is what he does. This is just so that annoyed me, and it put me kind of in a shitty mood because I thought we'd have a good time, and there were a bunch of guys there who were fans, took some pictures, did sort of a mock press conference. But my overarching point of that yesterday was not to expect 30 cameras there and answer a bunch of questions. I knew nobody essentially was going to show up because nobody in the media anymore wants to have these conversations and look at it from Barstool's perspective. They want to look at it from Curtitone's perspective. If Curtitone or Curtitone, whichever one it is, decided to hold a press conference yesterday in front of City Hall, there would have been, talk about Barstool and me, there would have been, 30 cameras there? 40?
Oh, yeah. National News would have been there. I mean, BBC would have been there.
To talk about Barstool, which is huge, obviously me, that whole thing. But I do the same thing, and all I want to know is why is nobody investigating Curtitone here? Why is the mayor of Somerville wasting? But we don't know this yet. Is the lawyer got back to you?
No.
That's weird.
No.
He went away?
So I texted him and said, "Hey, do you Lenny Keston, Curtitone's attorney? I said, do you want to come on and talk about this?" He said, "Yeah, I might be able to. I'm in London." Texted him back. I said, "Hey, whenever you need to do this, we'll drop what we're doing. We'll record an interview with you." Hasn't gotten back to me.
Yeah, of course not. It's not going to happen. He's done. He's gone. He ghosted you. Got ghosted. That's happening to you a lot, by the way. My old station ghosted you, right, over sales. We were going to do some advertising.
Yeah, you know what? Come to think of it.
Congratulations.
I've been ghosted quite a bit now that we're working together.
I made the sale and Steve blew it. Is what I think happened.
That's great for them. They must be doing great sales.
Yeah, I mean, Entercom, they must be rolling in cash because they wouldn't even give me a rate card.
Jesus.
I even offered to increase frequency.
Huh, well.
We could have had Jerry doing live reads, Dale doing live reads.
The whole crew. Yeah, absolutely. So that's all I wanted. And like I said, whether it's in Massachusetts here, the governor's son got popped for groping a woman on an airplane. He was grabbing her breast, right? On a plane, is that what happened with AJ
allegedly,
Baker?
yeah.
Well, no, right, but I'm saying that's what he got. That's what he got popped for.
The woman complained that she was groped by AJ Baker, allegedly.
Don't know if it's true or not, but, that story went away.
I did.
Broomed, I think, probably, right?
Yeah.
Marty Walsh.
There's this funny thing where, there's the did not exonerate standard applies to some conservative politicians. Like, if they're investigated for something but not exonerated, well, he wasn't exonerated, but it never happens with AJ Baker.
Right.
He's clean.
Like what happened to Baker? And the Marty Walsh stuff, the mayor of Boston, which I've worked on, a lot of stuff there. No one's digging. I talked to a Globe writer a few months ago, was working on the story, laid everything out to him. He's like, yeah, I don't really. He didn't want to touch it. The Ortiz thing yesterday, which is, I mean, look, I was getting tired of people on Twitter. Like, I get it. Like, obviously, it's corrupt, the Ortiz. But, like, investigatively, will anybody in Boston, now that this is basically done, do you think anybody in Boston is going to go down there and dig around for 3 or 4 months and find out what really happened? Not a fucking chance in the world.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit dangerous.
None of those people make mean jokes about people in the media.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
If Big Papi came out and insulted John Henry or the Boston Globe, then they'd be all over him, yeah.
I mean, John Henry owns a newspaper, right? I mean, sort of. It's a fucking propaganda rag. But, like, in a perfect world, he has an investigative team, I would think, right? They made a whole movie about it, I saw. They saved. They were the heroes.
What's it called? The B Team?
I forget what it was called, but it's this movie about children who are being raped by these disgusting fucking priests. But the real heroes were the Boston Globe reporters, who not the people who had the balls, not the people who had the balls to step up and fight back. And for years were trying to bring these priests down. These poor people whose lives were ruined. No, it was what the fuck?
Rachel McAdams and
who's the fucking Hulk? What's his name? Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton. Those are the real heroes. Never forget that Spotlight team. I don't think get to work on this. Because, I mean, does any human being believe that? I mean, I've read 20 stories on it. Does any human being really believe that this is what happened?
So what's Kirk Minihane's theory of the case?
What's my theory? Oh, with the Ortiz thing?
Yeah.
I think Ortiz has some relationship, I don't know what, with this drug lord. And I think it makes a lot more sense for the Dominican Republic in their minds. Because Ortiz, you got to remember, like, we think of America, I don't know, who's the biggest? I guess it's Brady, right? So if something like this happened with Brady, like, whether we joke or like he would get in legal trouble for this if he did something wrong, right? Or nobody would,
if he was involved in a big drug dealing conspiracy
or whatever,
like HGH,
right? I mean,
that's probably what it would be.
But I mean, but if somebody shot Brady and Tom Brady, the most famous person, 10 most famous people in America, the most famous athlete maybe in America, nobody would believe that. They said it was a mistaken identity. It would never fly. They would hold a press conference, and they would get mocked, and they would have to change their story. Down there, Ortiz, I think, is the biggest star, I think, in the country still, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
I mean, isn't he also like 50 pounds heavier than all the other malnourished
There's also
Dominicans?
David Ortiz. I mean, like, but I think he means a lot to that country. I think he means a lot to the economy. And I think they're just like, well, we'll just fucking sweep it away and it's gone. And I want to know what happened. Not enough that I would ever go down there and fucking find out, but I want to find out what happened. We will never, ever, ever get that answer. 3 years from now, it'll be like a punchline. It'll be a joke. Nobody in this media will go and ask those questions. But my bigger thing is nobody asks them about anything. You read stuff, you just laugh at it, and you think, well, who's gonna cover that? It never happens. A mayor of Somerville, Massachusetts, is suing me in Portnoy, basically, because I pranked him, and he doesn't like Portnoy because Portnoy said something about. I don't even know why. I don't even get why. And by the way, I'm going to criticize my company for the first time here, Barstool Sports. If you like.
Oh boy.
Like if some fuckhead like Kurt Tony is suing us, when he writes in it as a fact that Barstool has rape vans, I'm suing that fucker back. Like, right?
I've been wondering about that.
Like,
yeah,
that's a no-brainer to me.
I mean, it's not just. I mean, the accusations of racism, sexism. That's
we
one
find
thing.
The actual,
but he's actually accusing you of criminal conduct.
You being Barstool?
Yes.
Yeah, not me. Well, I guess he will of me soon enough.
He's accusing you as well, technically.
He is accused. Well, not of the rape stuff.
Yeah,
the rape van stuff. But I would say the Kurt Tone's one of the questions I'd ask him. Okay. So who'd you hear that from? And that's say.
Well, you did ask him, and he has no. He says, "Well, it's."
I didn't ask him.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Cullen.
Kevin Cullen. Yeah. I think people still think that was me. That was Kevin Cullen. Like I don't.
Sorry,
the lawsuit's going to get dropped. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Kevin Cullen, is he down in the Dominican? I heard he was there when Big Papi was shot.
It was not easy.
He was down at a bar right by there.
What's hard for him though is a lot of people don't know this with Cullen. The Globe writer is he's best friends with David Ortiz, but at the same time. The shooter was actually he was sort of his foster dad for a while, Cullen. He helped raise him. They had situations. A lot was going on. Then he moved out. They had a big fight, and he was like, he's like, you're never going to be a dad to me. And he's going to be like, I know what that's like too. You think I had a dad? I raised myself. He's like, fuck you, Dad. I'm going back. He's fuck you. And it's
Kevin
the biggest.
Don't report nothing.
I don't know how I got these scars.
Yeah, it's the biggest regret. One of the biggest regrets he has in his life. I mean, he has obviously fathered kids around the country, but that's the problem is he's always chasing the story. It's the fucking story. He put everything aside, the wife, the kids, fame, fortune. He doesn't. You think Kevin Cullen wants to be on TV? Of course not. He hates that. He wants the story. So yeah, he's probably going to be down in the DR for a year or two, digging around. You don't think he has? You're trying to tell me you don't think Kevin Cullen has sources in the Dominican Republic? Are you a fucking idiot?
I think he's got all
of
the
he
sources.
Does. Of course he does. And you're going to read it and you're going to say, oh boy, this seems made up. But that's on you. That's not on him.
All right. It sounded like you were starting to ask for a Curtatone talking about the rape vans. Do you want that?
No, we do have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's backstory this. So the accusation essentially is we're talking what year? Do we know, Mike? You're a Barstool historian.
I think it was 2012.
Yeah.
So it was after I thought it was after a World Series or something. No, it was 2000. I'm getting my story
Maybe,
mixed up.
maybe 13?
You might be right. So say it's 12. It was outside of BU. Is that right?
I've always heard
Northeastern?
UMass, but I'm not 100% on that.
You might be right. Yeah. So far, I've got the story down cold.
It's like a Kevin Cullen story. Don't worry. We're filling in the details. No last names here.
And they're alleging consensual sex, right? But so essentially women got blacked out. They were put into vans and then raped? Am I missing? Am I missing something?
So they were blackout parties.
Right.
Women got so drunk, they were carried out, put in vans, and taken away to be
raped.
Raped.
Right? Is that right? Is that the accusation?
Well, that's how they advertised it. I don't know if that's actually how it happened.
Of course, it's not what
that's
happened. That's not what happened.
It.
I mean, put it this way. Nobody is actually accused. There's never been a lawsuit. There's never been anything.
The one woman who made this claim in the original stories and in the stories that came out this
year.
What's
her job now?
She's an activist.
She's the Massachusetts National Organization of Women president.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Which is maybe coincidental, but
they like Barstool though. They're gold subscribers.
Are they? Good. Yeah. Which again, I'm a mock. To me, this honestly, when you hear stuff like this, makes things more difficult for women who this actually happened to. I don't know if you guys paid attention 2 days ago. You know John Landis, the film director? He directed Animal House. He directed the Thriller video. He directed Spies. A lot of shit in the 80s. He has a son, Max Landis. He was trending. Did you read this story, Blind Mike, at all?
I don't think so, no.
It's like an 8,000-word story. He's the latest Me Too guy. This is the guy, Max Landis. He's a Hollywood screenwriter. Was attached to direct a movie, and like 8 women came out at the same time yesterday in the Daily Beast, I think, and said he terrorized them. He would beat the shit out of them and then rape them. He'd scream at them until they cried, until they started. He wouldn't have sex with them until they cried. He's a fucking lunatic. And I hear stuff like that. This guy's been doing it for like 6 or 7 years. So when I hear stories like this where there's no proof, and it makes things, I think, more difficult for women to tell the truth, I think. But I mean, it looks like I'm right, and Curtitone's right, and I'm wrong, because he has an excellent answer for the rape van stuff.
So that's the thing I read in Jessica's story too. I read about these parties at BU and these rape vans or whatever.
Stop real quick. So me as Kevin Cullen knows more about the story than me as me. It sounds like.
You're very good at getting into character.
By the way, if it's BU, I'm right, and you were wrong, Blind Mike.
Yeah, I'm willing to admit Kevin Cullen was right. I don't.
You got Cullen again. It happens. He's fucking. Yeah. He's a master. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard? Is that verified by anybody anywhere that actually happened?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not running with it. It's not true.
Yeah, I think Marissa and Jemmy wrote about that. And
hold on.
I think someone wrote about it.
Marissa and Jemmy wrote about that. Isn't that the girl from the Herald? The woman from the Herald was a hockey beat writer.
See, this is the thing that he does is he keeps on relying on these other female reporters, like that's somehow that's his cop out.
And by the way,
I'm not saying this. They wrote it.
This whole lawsuit, the fact I'm going to go to jail and hang out with Kingpin Pete, if the fucking Bruins didn't call Barstool to be on the towel, we wouldn't be in this. We wouldn't be in this situation. Right. It's all because of the fucking towel.
I mean, that's what occurred. That's what occurred.
Can you imagine so casually saying that about like an unbelievably awful thing? I think Porter would be the first one to say, "Fuck, if it's true, put all these assholes in jail forever." Right. Like no problem.
Well, it goes from I think someone wrote about it to that's what occurred.
I mean, that's his defense.
Yeah. I mean, part of an entire approach, a package of an organization like Barstool that, as part of its drive to seek.
Fuck you. I mean, honestly, what the fuck are you talking about? Part of a package of an entire organization?
It doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, okay, here you go. We're on our sales call today. We got our package. What do we got? Yeah, we got a couple of hats. We got some gift certificates. We have that rape van history thing as well. But shit, like what package? What does that mean? Like, what else is in that? So here we go again. Because I mean, honestly, like Curtitone is like one less bump in the birth canal from being Riccio, right? I mean, if he hits his fucking head in there one more time, he's essentially Riccio. There's no difference. They say the same shit, but he's got a nicer haircut and whatever, right? And he's happily married, right, Curtitone? Because, I mean, Riccio said he's not married.
I think Curtitone is happily married.
Yeah, happily married guy to a woman, right? Like he's right.
I think he's married to a woman.
Good. I don't know. I know nothing about his personal life.
I'm saying you're saying that.
No, you don't know anything. Stop.
No, I said he's married to a woman. What?
Good. Well, I'm just saying Riccio was. I'm just comparing that Riccio is a sort of lonely guy who wanders around, but like that could have easily been Curtitone if he gets one less break in life.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
as dumb as Riccio.
Hey, but how has he been reelected so many times?
What did I say yesterday? Somerville is full of fucking idiots. It has to be. When my parents were born there, I think in like the 50s it was a little different place. Yeah, the Irish immigrants.
I can confirm.
What's that?
My girlfriend lives in Somerville, so I can confirm full of it.
What is she doing there? Why is she still there? And by the way, let's not even get into the fact that now, of course, here we go. I'm getting strong on by the authorities. Get back to my car yesterday. What's waiting for me? A fucking ticket.
You got a parking ticket?
Really?
You're being targeted by the man?
Didn't you see I tweeted this out?
No.
How'd you guys not see this? Got like 1,000 likes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Blind Mike, how'd you not see that?
Well, I'm missing things.
Yeah, I got there. $40 parking ticket from where I was parked, which I thought was an okay parking spot. I didn't know.
It's not setting a very good example for Harry.
No, I don't think Harry didn't really care. Harry was still disappointed. Harry was still confused. He was a little put off, a little bit, I think, uncomfortable. A, by Riccio, B, by Blind Mike, and C, by the owner of like the pizza place who was way too friendly.
Yeah, tried to steal his iPad.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Hot chocolate on an 80-degree day in June.
Like, gee, thanks,
yeah, guy. I'm not going Cosby or anything, but I'm just like,
hold my hand a little tighter.
Very
Harry.
nice, seemed like a very nice guy. The pizza was actually very good, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Great pizza.
I'm gonna start doing a thing where maybe I'll just like have a piece of pizza everywhere every day. That might take off.
You should rate it. though.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Maybe just one bite though.
Wouldn't you watch something if like Benenson did that for like another food item?
Oh my god!
If he did like
cheesecake.
Talk about anything.
If he did like, like one croissant a day or a cheesecake or something, it was just all over his face.
So I looked into it yesterday, and we're too late to run somebody against Curtatone this year. The deadline.
I saw you tweet out that woman
petition signatures, but someone actually reached out to me in the DMs and said, "Hey, I'm a Democratic activist. I hate Curtatone. If you want to organize a recall effort, let me know, and we'll get some troops behind it." And I said, "Look, we're not willing to like lift a finger and actually do anything." Exert any energy to do this, but we will support you.
No, we want to take all the credit for it.
Yeah. We'll support you on Twitter and then take all the credit for.
So his re-election is this year.
Yes.
Okay, he's going to win, obviously.
Yes.
Like I mean, they're going to run. Does anybody even run against him?
We could install my girlfriend in a puppet regime.
Is she a Republican?
No,
is she a big liberal?
We can make her one.
Well, you're a liberal, right?
Me, no, not really.
Oh, what are you?
I mean, if you doused me with a truth serum, I'd probably be more towards this guy. But
kind of sounds
I'm
like
more
a
libertarian, I guess, if he had to define me as anything. But
okay. Well, your girlfriend's a hardcore liberal?
I don't vote. Yeah.
So you saw the story I sent you yesterday,
she blind?
right?
No, she can see.
Okay.
I mean, look at this face. Come on,
baby. Good point. Yeah, what's that?
You saw the story that I sent you yesterday about Curtatone. He, the last person to run against him dropped out because some liberal group did a hit piece. Found out that he had like a Riccio problem. You know, there was some blog that he wrote in, a bunch of un-PC things he said. So he ends up dropping out.
I need to work on my from a mental health perspective. I just need to move past the Murchisons and the Shirleys in some ways and the Riccios of the world because they're all the same, and just say, you know what, fuck them. But at the same time, I can't. I get obsessed with these fucking lunatics, and I can't help myself. I don't know. We hadn't talked about Riccio for like a half hour. Why'd you bring him up again?
Sorry,
can
we play a remix I made of his love song to you?
Is it good or no?
I think it's pretty good.
Did you hear it, Mike?
I heard a little bit of it. It sounded good.
Okay. Relax. We're going to do that. Then I want to solve a mystery when we get back. But go ahead.
I like you as a person. I said I liked you, and do I exhibit that level of vitriol anymore towards you? As I started to study more and more about you, I started to see more and more of myself in you. I'm a lot worse to a lot of other people. I think that you're a talented broadcaster.
I can't listen to him. Turn off. I can't listen to him. By him, I mean Elton John. I cannot I cannot. But let's get to the real crux. I mean, forget Somerville, forget the mayor, forget my pending lawsuit, forget my time in prison. By the way, well done, Mike. Good booking. That was a good booking. Wasn't he good?
Oh, yeah.
I knew he was excellent.
Yeah, why are you
he'll
here?
Be back
Kingpin Pete is more interesting than you are.
What's that?
Kingpin Pete is more interesting than you are.
Oh, don't worry.
Right.
We've been texting. The stuff he's been hooking me up with. Kingpin Pete's going to be a good and valuable source.
I did blow it not asking about gangs. That's the one regret I have.
Yeah.
But I don't think Kingpin Pete I don't think was in a gang.
He's told me he's not in gangs, but he's told me it is very racially like white guys kind of have to stay. He said he was more racially diverse because he played basketball, so like everyone kind of liked him. But other than
I'll
that,
be all right then.
I
can't really play anymore, but okay.
Yeah.
Last night, and I forget what time it was. Let me look it up here. I was at after Harry's karate. We were getting a drink, and let me see. Somebody tweeted my good friend Sporty R. McKenzie on Twitter from the Minihane Show, the Kirk Minihane Show account, and spelled Sporty R. McKenzie's name wrong. Sporty R. McKenzie is an alter ego of mine, a good friend of mine, I should say, and he was not happy about that. I spelled it with an I instead of a Y.
I'm going to guess that's the. It certainly wasn't me. I'm going to guess the new guy.
I think so.
Crew,
considering I got a text at the same time
I think the forensic investigation into this is going to be very short.
when you sent me a text at the same time with the same spelling of an IE, I thought that is like a capital offense. Would you say, Mike, in Minifan world, that's a big time offense?
And then the obvious thing is to go after me, like
right,
the blind guy.
Pick on the blind guy, yes.
And he jumped into that first.
Yes.
He's like, "Yeah, probably was the blind guy, right,
guys?" What do you have to say for yourself?
It is. It's a capital offense.
Okay.
I'm here to accept my punishment. I confess.
Okay, but just don't ever do that again. Sporty's a big part of it. Well, I don't know if he'll be a part of the show or not. I don't think this is Sporty's kind of show.
Would he do a whole show? I feel like he could only do a segment.
It's a lot of work. I don't think Sporty can do that. But this is not Sporty's kind of show anymore. Like this is.
No. You think he's too big for this?
No. He's a sporter. Like Sporty. When I talk to Sporty R. McKenzie, the shows he likes, like he loves. He doesn't really know how to use apps anymore. He never really is listening to podcasts, but he figured out how to do it. He had his mom help him to listen to these big-time basketball and baseball podcasts. He fucking loves them, and he should. They're really good. Like
I think Sporty uses Get Roman wipes before he listens to big-time basketball.
Yeah, he'd have to. I mean, by the time the first bat hits the ball or gets dribbled in the ground, he's fucking coming all over the place. Like there's no way around that.
Did you see they moved up in the rankings after you talked about him?
I didn't see that. No.
I guess
they knocked me off at number one.
No.
Okay.
I think they cracked the top 200 for the
they
first
time.
time.
They beat the Minifan Show.
No,
they were in that range.
Isn't it wild?
Close.
The Minihane Show occasionally is in the iTunes rankings. Like that's crazy.
Higher than any intercom.
It's a good show. I mean, don't get me wrong, but that is like nuts.
It is odd. It's got to be odd for you. Just that
it is odd for me.
Essentially, a show that talks about you is a top 200 podcast.
No, but I know with those guys though, I've heard them like lately. I actually did not listen to this week's yet. I will drive them back today maybe. But I've noticed like they've tried to distance themselves now. Like we're not just gonna be like a Kirk Minihane show now. We're gonna talk about other stuff. I'm like, guys, don't do that.
Know where your bread is buttered.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear DEC and MHB talk about anything else but Kirk fucking Minihane.
It's like the Beatles deciding, well, we're gonna be a rap band now. We're gonna lay down some
experiment
some
here. Like play the hits. I've got like continue in this world, no problem there. Like knock people, but don't get too far away from it because that's gonna be a bad move. You're their boss, right?
I am.
Have you told them that?
I could tell them. I'm more of a hands off.
You're more of like a Portnoy Erica type.
Right. I don't listen to shit.
Has there been any moment where you stepped in though and you've been like, you stepped it up?
This Ellie Schnitt thing, I think, is my first thing.
MHB
is going to be on tomorrow, right?
MHB is the host of that show. He handles our Twitter account as well. One of the guys who handles our Twitter account. These that come in tomorrow make a pitch to be the full time. So I can never figure out. I'm not great at figuring out. I can kind of tell when Steve's doing it, but I can't figure out when you're tweeting something, when MHB's tweeting something. What is the core difference from the Kirk Min Show account?
The grammar is off, probably.
Right, okay. But I mean, like, is there like a conversational difference?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there is, but it's probably something that I haven't picked up on.
Well, give me an example of something you've tweeted from the account the last couple of days. How often do you do it?
Pretty often.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like, what's the percentage between you three guys of who tweets
I think MHB probably tweets the least.
Okay.
But his are always pretty good.
Like
but,
if I were MHB, I'm not going to tell him. Well, I will tell him tomorrow, I guess. But like he should probably not spend as much time on his little fucking shitty account, and maybe because the show account is only going to get bigger and bigger. It's almost 13,000. We've been doing it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So in a couple of months, it'll be like 40,000, 50,000. It'll be 100,000 a year from now, and he could have like real control over that.
Right.
Does that seem to make more sense or no?
I would agree, but hey, the odd thing with him is sometimes he tweets shit from his personal account where I'm like, that should be from the show account,
right?
Because it's something good and interesting, but like that would make more sense from the Minihane show.
So I think my tweets are more like functional for the show, like a sincere tweet thanking out all the people from the Kirk Minihane Show, which was your idea.
Yeah, I had a feeling that probably wasn't Blind Mike's idea. That was not a Blind Mike.
Tweets
is not a sincere guy.
Person. I love the people.
Anything making fun of the Boston media is probably me. I retweet anybody who says any kind words about the Kirk Minihane Show.
Yeah, we don't need them. We don't need all of them. But
not all of them, but some of the good stuff. Somebody who says I had no idea who Kirk Minihane was.
I like that. I have to admit that makes me feel good.
Exactly.
That puts a little tickle in my
that's cool. That's what I want to do. It's growing every day.
Yes. I want to use the Twitter account to tickle your wee-wee.
That's what it's doing. Every time I say, I think, oh, good. It's just from Australia, stuff like that. I'm thinking, this is good. This is why we came over here. And I am thankful. I'm not going to start crying here, maybe. But I'm in a room with fucking Blind Mike and Steve Robinson, so maybe I will start crying with. Who's the engineer today? Today is John, right?
No, that's Jim.
Jim. Sean's the other one.
Yes.
So you can see why John, it's a Jim Sean thing. That's my issue.
A Jim Sean thing? What does that mean?
That's why I say John.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's a hybrid of those two names. I always think there's a John running around here. He didn't say anything to me this morning. I think he knew I was not.
Well, he listens to the podcast.
He said he loves you making fun of them.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Although it was kind of in a way of like, we love it. We love it.
But that's never good.
We love it. But also, like, we got some copy points for you to promote Red 13 Studios.
We'll definitely do that.
They say the response has been great for them, though. Amazing.
Good. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday, and I get emails. You get emails. We're getting so much advertising offers that, like, I'm concerned. I'm sure the Barstool people are. I'm trying to skate my lane here, which I always do. I hope the Barstool salespeople are jumping on this right now. I mean, the iron is fucking steaming.
Yeah, I've got people lining up. Like, so knocking on the door. They're coming at me on Twitter. They're coming at me on email.
This is our money. We have splits here. Like, why do you have your fucking finger in your ass?
I'm just going to start hustling. I'm just going to start hustling and making the sales. Cash on the side.
Does this affect your contract here, Mike, at all?
My contract?
This is the kind of person you're dealing with, right? So Blind Mike is like an inspirational story, obviously. He's never knew his father.
Can I, before you get into whatever you're about to insult me with, can I say my favorite but most hurtful line yesterday? It was for no one.
Right.
Everyone thinks like Kirk Minihane, maybe it's just a character on air, maybe he's a nice guy. Steve's not listening. The pizza guy's trying to hit on your son there.
Right.
So it's just for me. Kirk comes up to the table with pizza the other day and says, hey, Harry, you're about to do something Mike's never done. Have lunch with your father.
All right. My second favorite line though was when this rat troll is like, "Oh, are you going to assault a disabled guy? Are you going to assault a disabled guy?" And Kirk reaches over and punches Blind Mike in the shoulder. He's like, "There, I just assaulted a disabled guy."
He's my disabled guy though. That was mean. I apologize. Have you ever had a pizza with your dad?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Frank Pepe sometimes.
Like over,
it's our
like,
big bonding.
Like you guys FaceTime, you each eat pizza? Because he won't go near you, right?
He calls me and says,
I'm
I'll
eating a
Venmo
pizza.
you $20 for the pizza.
And then it never comes.
What's worse about that line was I had it in my head like 30 seconds before, and I waited. It was like a Broadway play where I waited for the players to sort of move in certain places.
Like, Harry, take your
My
earbuds
only
out.
goal was like, Harry. My only goal was for Mike to hear this. Like it's because I hate parents who like make their kids props. Because you see it all the time in like the pool or whatever. They're like, oh Tommy, oh he's so crazy. Like, oh, I'm like, no, he's not. He's like every other fucking kid. But I did use Harry as a prop in that way. Yesterday.
It was well delivered.
So 1 second before we move on from that, if anyone wants to advertise on the Kirk Minihane Show, they can send us an email, kirkminihaneshow@barstoolsports.com. Get in line.
Freaking infomercial here. Jesus, what are we hawking?
I'm trying to hustle for that money. Do you not want to hustle for that money?
Fucking jewelry next? Like what? Blind Mike gonna sell his body?
I mean, I will.
By the way, one other idea I had, I'll run it by you, Blind Mike, because I talked to Steve about it yesterday. Is I think in the next week or so, maybe Get Your Man's going to want to help us out. Maybe a certain restaurant will jump in and help us or whatever. Is I think win a date with William Benditson seems like one of these stunts that seems sort of radio-y, but like I want it to happen. So I think we're going to make that happen.
I love it.
I think we could find him a love for the rest of his life.
How are you, young lady?
How are you doing?
We did our first date at the Cheesecake Factory.
William Benditson, best date you'll ever have.
I'm going to take off my pants now. I can't. You do a good Benditson, I have to say.
Thank you.
So yeah, we may do that next couple of weeks. You're going to say something else?
This
Steve?
is William Benditson, best Patriots coverage in the business.
Has he been communicating with you at all or no?
Yeah, he did. He called me up and he said that he was very happy to be on the show. He wants more information about your legal case. Wants us to keep him updated.
Good. Why don't you run that win a date with William Benditson idea by Benditson, and we'll reach out to all the female Minifans out there.
He will reply yes or no. There will be no more elaboration.
Yes, there'll be no level of desire or anything. It'll be yes or no.
I mean, that's to his credit, though. He's a very efficient communicator.
Well, I think it's great for a young lady who's looking for a guy. No fucking games here.
He's a lawyer.
I mean. Right, he's a lawyer. By the way, he's an author. He wrote a book. He's a lawyer. He's a Patriots beat writer. He's a social media star. I think he's got. I sent some family money there. I think there's something for. I'm not. Look,
you really sent some family money?
Yes, yes. I'm not saying he's for every woman, but I think there are certain women where he's the answer.
Well, I tell you what, I've been listening to a little bit of the Call Her Daddy and Ellie Schnitt podcast in the Barstool universe. And
wait a minute, because I knew we were gonna, do we have an update? So we were talking about this and we went away from it. So Ellie Schnitt is part of the Barstool world. I don't understand her, and I'm sure I'm wrong. It's like everything else. I'm an old man. My guys, I'm Minifan guys, your guys, Mike, did a podcast with her that got spiked.
Yeah.
They spiked it, right?
They tried to.
I said
not so fast.
Is this from the podcast or no?
Yes.
Oh, do you want to play this now?
No, I told MHB we wouldn't play too much of it because he wants to be here to defend himself.
Oh, okay, it is the MHB show.
He said, tell Kirk we can only play it if I'm there.
Oh, I didn't realize. Hold on. Let's send a couple. Like I like these guys and everything, but like
they're getting a little big for their boots.
Yeah, I mean, if I tell MHB they go fucking pound sand, it's all the people who I have brought them to. If I say don't listen to them anymore. He's fucking done. Like, his life is over.
I understand that. I was just throwing that line
he's
out there.
He's getting a little too big for his britches. Isn't he, Blind Mike? Like, I mean, let's be honest. He's a lead singer in a mediocre Kirk Minihane cover band. Like, let's not make he's a fucking idea in this. I love him and everything, but let's not go too far. He's giving Steve Robinson orders on when not to play on the #1 fucking podcast in the world. You're okay with this?
A little delusional.
Jesus Christ. So we had this Ellie Schnitt on, and he and DEC, the co-host there, another good guy. I guess, according to you, Steve, and you, Mike, as well, they were just too easy on. Is that what it was?
Well, I haven't heard it. So
you haven't heard any of it?
That was my guess. They haven't allowed me to hear it.
So I guess the thing is, they went into this podcast thinking, oh, here we've got this dumb bimbo, Ellie Schnitt.
We're going to make her look
all
dumb.
we've done is seen her tweets.
We're
gonna come in. We're just going to demolish her. We're just going to take this 22-year-old girl who's incredibly successful and just make her out to be like a dumb piece of shit. And then they get her on the phone and she's like, oh, hey guys, what's going on?
And they just fucking turtle.
Just like, they just like, oh, this woman is so like incredibly nice. What are we going to do?
It's really funny when you tweet stuff about your boyfriend.
They should just do this every week now. After last week with Kate Smith, just have a female from Barstool every week and just kiss her ass. I'd listen to that. Have the caller.
I see a lot of penises.
What was that, Ellie?
Yeah, I see a lot of penises.
Now, that seems interesting right there.
Do you have a question and answer or no?
Yeah, no. I've got some of their exchanges.
Let me hear
so here's.
I mean, look, can I just step out real quick and call MHB and make sure it's okay?
Yeah, I'd like if you checked in with him.
I don't want to piss him off. No. I don't want to do that.
Why would you?
Well, you know who is getting sued? Your new coworker, Kirk Minihane.
I saw that on social. That's awesome for his first day.
What is your awareness of Kirk?
I know nothing about him at all.
So this is called the Minihane Show. So we know a lot about him.
You invited her on.
We did this. We're doing this in like basements. That's how we started. We started doing this as like a super fan roundtable type thing, and then all of a sudden it developed into like real guests coming on the show.
This is a podcast.
Like,
we have no business telling me how to do my show.
You have no business being on our. Actually, we should say this. I don't believe you have any business.
Hold on, real quick. So this is the other guy who hosts my which I would love to be part of this world, by the way. I'd love for the podcast to be part of our thing. I don't want to buy out Blindside Pod yet. We'll negotiate later. But the DEC guy is the guy who's been way more obsessed with her, right? He mocks her, shits on her. This is the guy who's yapping away about nothing. He sounds like his NPR. Sounds like me in front of Bruce Springsteen. What was he saying to her?
I was a little chubby turd.
Well, no, go back to what he was playing. Go ahead.
The show. I can't believe that like stuff like this is possible.
What he's telling you is that we're total fucking losers. Is what he's telling you.
Yeah.
What is this? What
I did hear that.
This is on you.
Me or about him?
This is your guys?
About the show in general.
Usually they submit every episode to me and I okay it, like your old place.
They asked me.
Had they sent me this, I would have said, "This must be you must be exposed."
We're playing this whole thing maybe tomorrow. We might just.
I told them yesterday. There's two ways this can go. Either you just like torch this, destroy it, like bleach bit your computers, and this never existed.
Can't do that.
Or you have to post it,
right?
And it becomes this thing of legend.
But if you do it, and you make fun of it in your intro. Like they record a separate intro and say, "Listen, we were fucking pathetic. Mock away. Like we deserve it. We kill people when they suck." I kill people when they suck. When I do shitty things, we laugh at it.
And then DEC came at me because he was like, "Well, you didn't make fun of Carabas," and I was like, "I like Carabas. When I had Carabas on, I invited him on because he's a friend of mine."
Yeah, I don't want to get it.
So here's
I wouldn't bring up that interview anytime.
I know,
good or bad.
we kind of cherry picked that one. I think this is a little bit more of a natural feel.
And by the way, like I don't. She said she doesn't know me. I don't. This is the first time I've ever heard her voice.
Right, she shouldn't know. You shouldn't know.
Right.
Actually.
What's the question? Give me 1 second. So I don't even. My thing is like I've never criticized her. So but DEC was like fucking hammering her on Twitter and making fun of her.
I think Ellie Schnitt's a potentially good ally for us to have in the Barstool world.
Yeah. Why not? If she's but like I think our paths will never intersect.
No,
like I don't even know what does she do.
I have no idea.
Does she have a podcast?
I only know about her because of them.
I'm not even being an asshole.
No, she Schnitt Talk. She has a podcast. She has a big Twitter following. So basically, she started tweeting out these things that was like the sorority girl.
No, I know
like,
that, right?
So she big Twitter following.
That's her audience.
Viral.
That's her audience.
Gets hired at Barstool. Right. Now she has this podcast where she talks about like female insecurity.
And she's obviously
identify with.
I'm going to guess in this world that she's on Instagram a lot and social media. I'm going to guess that she is an attractive woman.
Well, she's like I think she's 4'9".
Is she really?
She's very small.
That's probably Mike's kind of thing.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's 4'3". Did you know that? Isn't that true?
Yeah, she's a.
How did you know? She's a what? Whoa! 7-second delay. Bang on that. Whoa! Were you gonna say midget at Barstool?
Get the PC police. It's called Little People.
I'm gonna call Zah. He's not gonna be happy with
challenge.
That. Jesus.
Holy cow!
What an asshole!
I know.
Fucker.
I wasn't thinking.
Fourth episode, and we're gonna be off the air.
We're done. So what is this? What is this?
I don't know if I can recover. So this is. I mean, the first cut I played from the Minihane Show with Ellie Schnitt. Little bit of a cherry picking.
What the fucking promotion the Minihane Show's getting on this fucking podcast?
It really is. Both times I've been in, I'm a little hurt. The trash talk hasn't gotten there.
We'll give it. No problem.
This is a little bit more of a natural exchange that they had.
Go ahead.
But no, I did want to go to school to be a linguist, which is funny.
To be a what?
Do you happen to see?
She says that they're getting a little bit of her backstory now. She wanted to be a linguist. I think she went to
a waitress.
I think she went to Illinois State. Yeah, she went to college to be a waitress.
That makes a lot of sense to me. That's what I'm saying. All right, go ahead.
But no, I did want to go to school to be a linguist, which is funny.
Do you happen to see like a sportscaster there with glasses and a bald head at that playground? By any chance?
Me?
What does that mean?
What's that?
Someone stalking me?
No, someone's stalking the children. It's a guy I know. This guy Gary. Anyways,
you should get that.
Gary Tanger.
I say local. Hold on. Let me give some because no one knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Especially Ellie Schnitt.
It's like
Ellie
7-Eleven. People listen to my podcast. Don't know what he's talking about. Listening to theirs. She doesn't know what
They've
the fuck
already
he's talking
established she doesn't know you, so
she
certainly doesn't know Gary
Tanger. Like an inside joke of an inside joke of an inside joke.
She knew who I was. Like Tangway who's a good friend of mine, is like a local television broadcaster forever in Boston, and used to come on the radio with me. He was great. I don't know what you guys thought. He was great. Love him.
Yeah, he was good, especially when he walked out because he couldn't take the heat.
Couldn't take the heat a couple of times.
You were just accusing him of being a pederast.
Never made that accusation at all, just a suggestion. He left. We're still good friends, talk all the time, and he's saying he's bald because he actually has cancer by now, by the way, and he's going through chemo is why he's currently bald, you idiot.
But the odd thing is he's making this pedophile joke in this NPR kind of hello.
But it's like,
is there a man
but like
with a bald head?
But she must be like, what are you both talking about? You could tell I actually like that DEC is sort of, when I listen to that podcast, is on like a different wavelength than MHP. It's actually why it works.
Yeah.
He's a little older and a little like that. That works. Like I actually like that.
Right.
That actually makes me laugh. I like that.
All right. So
I love awkward. Like that's just so awkward.
All right.
By the way, what if she said yes? She's like, do you really? Oh my God! Do you really?
There is.
Do you really know this guy? Like, she was actually being stalked for like 20 years by some random guy who's bald.
It'd have been great if she could just play it off like that. But here's now they ask about they relay a text message from Dave Cullinane, one of your old producers.
Another very.
I did have one question from our this guy Dave Cullinane.
Oh God.
He asked small details, married with a 2-year-old and one on the way, but sup?
What?
Yeah. That was his question.
That was
so, you know what? It's all the question. It's all their fault.
I'm an
all their
fault.
What's that? Yeah, so am I. I like Ellie.
How else would you respond?
What the fuck are you supposed to say to that? Like what?
Like, first of all, she's a huge star. How did she not hang up 5 minutes? My only criticism of Ellie Schnitt is that she did this.
She seems like a nice kid.
Well, yeah, she's nice, but she should have some kind of like understanding of the value of her time.
But she's probably also thinking like, well, they're affiliated maybe with this guy who's new at the company. And
Casey Smith told her to go on, evidently.
I mean, Casey, you have to remember, like, Casey was in Boston for a couple of years. She listened to my show. We know each other a little bit. Like, there's a commonality there. This would be like dragging out the coffee shop woman who works right up there. There's a nice coffee place right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Drag the woman there, sit her in here, and be like, a guy named Dave Cullinane tweeted us. Got a
guy
wife.
You never would have heard of for any reason.
Got a wife, 2 kids, 1 on the way. Sup.
Yeah, he did not sell it.
Sup? So he's saying married with a 2-year-old, 1 on the way, but what's up?
Oh, he's doing it again.
How married? Kidding. That's really fucked up. I would never do that.
You would never hook up with a married guy?
There you go, MHP. All right.
No, not unless, like, no, I wouldn't do it, actually.
That was kind of funny. She's like, no, not unless, like, no, I'd never do that.
It looked like she was trying to play along. I don't know. It seems like it's 2 different languages. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I see a lot of penises.
I'm curious how MHB is going to defend himself tomorrow.
And I don't know. I've been in those situations where an interview, it's not even their fault. It's not your fault. It just was a miss. And like on a radio interview, you can just stop it after like 6 minutes and get the fuck out. There, you feel like you have to do a certain amount of time.
You have to do at least a half hour, yeah.
And listening to her, she sounds really nice. Like there's no way that DEC also seems like a really nice guy. There's no way he's going to suddenly mock her and yell at her. It's just going to. How bad would that sound? It sounds so fucking stupid.
Yeah, just unnecessary.
I know the other person they have on is Erica. She'll be good on that. I think she'd be good with them. I don't know.
I've never heard her speak, but I would assume she'd be good.
Yeah, she'd be good. I think. I don't know. Better than. I hope they. But like, guys, stop giggling. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, here's what can I preview what's going to happen tomorrow for you?
Yeah,
you're going to have MHB in, and he's going to immediately throw DEC
no
under the
question.
bus.
No question.
And then he'll somehow blame me. Like,
yes.
He'll blame me for making fun of him here today.
Well, would they not be happy with this? Is a tremendous amount of promotion for the Minihane Show. I mean,
I was a
little
chubby turd.
Let me hear
I want to know the context of that.
Let me hear the first Cullinane question again, because I just love that, like, that tone.
I did have one question from our this guy, Dave Cullinane.
He didn't know how to describe
I have this one question from this guy that you never have heard of.
There's
in your
no way on
life.
earth you would ever heard of this human being. But he's got a question, like, what? And by the way,
do you know who Kirk Minihane are? No. All right, here's some Gary Tangway and Dave Cullinane references.
Guys that like
to suck Kirk Minihane are,
hair.
by the way?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's an odd phrase. Maybe I've been wrong my whole life. What are we doing here? Which one are we doing here?
I think it's time for Getro Man.
We're doing Getro Man again. Excellent. Okay. We're going to hear from Getro Man again today?
Getro Man has sounded in, yes.
He is? Let's hear from him first.
It's Getro Man here. I hear you liked me yesterday, Kirky.
Jesus.
Well, I'm not surprised. We've known each other for just a few days, and I've already saved you from a couple of dozen premature spooges. Although I must warn you, Getroman can't do anything for your carpal tunnel. What? What's that? Oh, sorry, I've got to run, Kirky. The lovely Mrs. Minihane is calling. Take care. And remember what Getroman always says. If you're coming too quick, go to getroman.com/Kirk. Getroman, away!
For a superhero, Getroman does get short of breath sometimes when he gets with these. I don't know if he's.
He sounds like his alter ego is like a used car salesman.
Yeah, his alter ego sounds like a 53-year-old failed radio personality.
I mean, his superpower is not endurance. Or
I got you.
It's just can't fly.
I mean, what is
stops you from coming too quick?
But does he actually? But he just gives you the swipes, right?
Oh, he applies.
So he doesn't have any superpowers.
He applies as well.
Okay.
He shows up. He shows up with the swipes.
Is that itself a superpower? Swipe. Okay, well, all right. That's Getroman, who's a superhero. For Roman swipes, a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. They can ship to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipe packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. Just freaking whip it out. Don't be ashamed of it. It's great. Super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry. You're good to go. That's it. We're done. Go to GetRoman.com/Kirk for your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan.
I think you want to disclose that you were using the wipe, though, because if you don't, the lady or your partner doesn't know what they're getting into. You got to tell them, look, lady, it's gonna be a minute.
Well, particularly if you have a history with this person. If it's the first time, maybe then you build yourself up. But Blind Mike, when you have sex, how often do you have sex with your girlfriend?
6 times a week, probably.
How many times? Is that true?
Yeah.
It's a fucking stallion.
Yeah.
It's true, I guess. If you come that much, you go blind. Who knew? I thought that was just masturbating. That's what I was told when I was a kid. Whoa. 6 times a week, you dog. All right. How long, beginning? Are you a foreplay guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, romance.
Would you say, you know how they say that people who are blind, their other senses are enhanced?
Yeah, right.
Would you say that your sexual lovemaking skills are enhanced by your lack of sight?
I think she would tell you that.
How about the new body, too? Is that,
right. She doesn't like it. I think she liked me. We started dating when I was fat.
Oh, she's like a bear.
She's a chubby chick.
She likes, so she's shaming you because you're thin now.
Yeah.
How long is the mic experience, just for Getroman talk, from insertion to completion? How long we talk?
Insertion to completion?
Yeah.
I don't know, 6 minutes.
Doesn't she want to go a little longer?
She probably does.
Well, let's make that happen then for Blind Mike.
Down.
Let's get him some stuff, okay? Let's get that going. All right. And use the code GetRoman.com/Kirk.
I mean, the other thing
GetRoman.com/Kirk. $5 when you choose the monthly plan. Go ahead.
He's a busy guy. I mean, if he's having sex that much during the week, and then you double that time, 12 minutes instead of 6 minutes, he's eating up all of his time.
It's true. Yeah. All right, let me hear some. You wanted to play some of this "Call Me Daddy" sound, right?
Call her daddy.
Why do I? Well, that doesn't make sense.
I know
that's the joke, but again, I'm old. I got confused by it. I tried listening to the episode where it's a tough listen. Like if you're not ready for it,
it's a lot.
I mean, like you can mark it like right now on overall top charts on Barstool. I mean, on Barstool. Geez, on iTunes. They are overall in the world 8th in the world. Which you could say, that means, first of all, there are clearly people who want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good for them. They found something that works. Alexandra Cooper and Sophia Franklin. That's their name, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Like I said, the last one was, I'm just looking at like old episodes in the past. If you maybe we've helped them with our promotion too in the last day or so.
Sure.
Who knows?
That must be it.
The girls, here's episode 31, Mike. I don't know if you've done this one.
No.
You're just a hole. The girls are discussing some hard truths. Men only care about the face. People only mention eye color ugly and their sexual history together. They also talk public sex, weird places, church, tractor, Dick's Sporting Goods. Lastly, they analyze the phenomenon of girls cringing and men clapping. Why women ask men shit they know that will hurt their feelings, relayed by worst offenders, and how to make condoms hot. Let me see. Our first foursome is an episode.
Ooh.
Condom poker. Here you go. Episode 20. This is the one you listen to. Butt stuff. The girls talk about everything butt-related, parentheses, including ass eating. The best way to pick up a guy at the bar and finally explain what the hell happened when they were set up by celebrity guest. Even the celebrities, I don't even know who these people are. They also address some hashtag daddy gang grievances. Models turn DJs and ridiculous of name dropping. There you go. So these girls talk about getting their asses eaten out?
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, like, who doesn't want to hear two girls talking about that? I
guess we can play some of these short cuts that I pulled. And
how long are they short?
I mean, they're all about 5-10 seconds, and we'll pull some lessons of wisdom for you to use in your podcast.
What's the first one here?
So this is a little message that I mean, it might be like a subtweet at you.
It was just fucking Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day from the fathers.
From the fathers.
It's our day.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Not necessarily what I was looking for, but I was looking more of the sexual world.
His dick
yes.
is a hot dog.
Yes.
And your lips are the bun.
Yes.
Are they still talking about fathers?
What's going on? Talking about prison? Those yellow hot dogs that fucking Kingpin Pete was talking about. The lack of air conditioning is haunting me. I'm like, that's.
He told me the food was so disgusting that he had to mix it all together and just down
eat
it as fast as he could.
Oh God, did he lose a shitload of weight? I forgot to ask him.
He did. He used to be real big, and he lost a ton of weight. I think he might have lost like 100 pounds.
Is he fat again now or no? He's free?
No, he's pretty. I think he's still pretty. It's kind of like slim, but he's a big dude.
It's like a thing with drug dealers where they get fat. Not a lot of skinny drug dealers.
You're right.
Well,
or they're really skinny.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Did you know him were you aware that he was a drug? Like, were you stunned that he was arrested or no?
No. We all told him for a while. You gotta.
Did like his angle that he was like the world's like kindest drug dealer? Was that?
Honestly,
is that true?
He didn't really use. I think eventually
he did it for profit.
Eventually, he started smoking weed, but he wasn't really a big drug guy ever.
Okay.
He did it for profit, and he always hooked people up. That was kind of his business model. So, he genuinely was a good dude about it.
So you'd like show up to buy drugs off him and be like, you really shouldn't be doing this. You're going to get in trouble. Give me that 8-ball, you piece of shit.
Let me give you money if you needed it. Hey, this one's on me.
Let me hear the girls a couple more times here.
Oh my God! Like, do you feel how wet my pussy is on your dick? Like,
right.
Yeah, that's more what we were looking for.
I love your shaft.
See, I want to hear I will listen to one of them later today. I just want to hear, like, it doesn't feel like there's 40 minutes in ass eating. But maybe
let his penis touch the air. Like, let it breathe.
I've always said that. The penis should touch the air occasionally.
Like, double penetration, airtight situation, let's go, cuckold.
What was he in there?
Like, double penetration, airtight situation, let's go, cuckold.
Sounds like a football
cuckold.
Yeah. Cuckold. It sounds very fast talking there.
I'm jerking off onto her face.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
How on brand.
Savage. How on brand.
Just killing.
It was as if we did that shit on purpose.
Ooh. Okay. Well, look, again, it's the most successful podcast at Barstool now by far.
Yeah, but they're just here as tokens,
That's true. Of course. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. But that's the thing. So then the feminists will say, well, wait a minute. Like, listen to what they're talking about. But then, of course, the counter argument to that is, well, they're women talking about whatever they want to talk about.
Right.
So what would you like them to sit down and talk about, like, AOC and what,
and they make it more comfortable for other women to talk about
exactly.
that. Exactly. They're actually providing a service.
But that's the whole right. And I think that's the reason for its success. Is I think first of all, guys want to hear girls talk like that. And secondly, like I'm guessing that girls talk like that. We're not privy to it. When they go to dinner, they're hanging out. That's probably exactly what it sounds like. Which, by the way, is the appeal of this show. The appeal of that show. It's fucking conversational. That's why these other shows, for instance, like any sports talk radio show or big time basketball, football. That's why those shows don't work. Nobody talks like that. Mike knows. He used to listen to me on the radio. That would drive me fucking crazy. They're just guys like baseball play-by-play guys. When something happens, do we have any baseball play-by-play sound at all? Can we find some?
I don't know if we have any baseball specifically. I think
we find some.
We played big time basketball.
Yeah, but I want to hear two. I just want to hear two baseball guys like talk.
Radio.com sports.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear radio baseball play-by-play in-game stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you can find any sound of that.
I think
it's the most unnatural. What's that?
One of my favorite bits that you would do is when you would impersonate Tim Neverett and talk about I've been depressed lately when my wife's been cheating on me. The 2-2 to Mookie.
But that's exactly what they're like. That is to me so interesting. They can't converse because they've listened for years to guys doing it in baseball and other stuff, and they didn't converse. They don't realize. Well, wait a minute, that's wrong. That's like fucking crazy. No one does that. They continue to do it. It's the most bizarre thing. That's exactly what it is. It's like, it's a Twins-Tigers game on a Wednesday afternoon. There's two fucking guys in the booth. And the guy's like, well, the 3-1 pitch is foul back. All right, 3-2. Tigers have an off day tomorrow. Then they got 3 games against Milwaukee. What do you think of that, Jim? And Jim's like, listen, this has just been on me for 2 weeks. I have to say this. I've been fucking your wife like a lot. Like,
all right, you want some play-by-play?
No, I'm good. I've been fucking her like really hard. Like it's been, and like she's crazy into it. She's coming. She's squirting. Like if she's in a bikini this weekend, you see like teeth marks on her shoulder. That's me. I was biting the fucking shit out of her shoulder. He's like, and the other guy be like, well, yeah, I'm looking at the schedule here. No, I'm sorry, it's not an off day tomorrow. They're actually 7:05. It took a while for Whitaker to get back in there, and then ground out the second. He would literally say nothing to that. It's the oddest dynamic where you want to say, if you just talk to each other. Same with sports talk radio or talk radio. Like, most of the shows, they don't do that. Now, I've never understood that. I don't get it. Why? Because it's safer, I guess? I don't know.
Have you ever seen the show Brockmire?
Yeah, with Hank Azaria. Yes, he did, as a matter of fact. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
It's great,
But that's exactly what... it's always been mystifying to me. Give me pick one. Go ahead.
That will not be the end of it tonight with the home runs.
What the fuck? Is this real?
Here's the 1-1.
How long? Play it again. How long is that pause? I want to hear that.
30 seconds.
I'm going to time it. It's never as long as you think.
Yeah.
But it's got to be like 15. Like what is going on? Can't they talk about something? Didn't they have dinner last night? Like did something happen? They're reading something on TV, something odd. Like
it's like me talking to girls, where like I'll say something and then she has no response, and I'm just like,
well, she's not there.
So
she walked away.
I think they were doing their impersonation of Ellie Schnitt on that Minifan podcast.
Let me hear it one more time. Go ahead.
That will not be the end of it tonight with the home runs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Here's the 1-1.
12. Oh, it was almost...
Foul tipped into the mid.
It was like almost 12 seconds. The fuck? We're good. What the fuck?
And it's like, what is the other guy in the booth
doing? Someone else is there, right?
Stretching, or...
I think it's Nesson. That's O'Brien, right?
Yeah.
Like, where's Remy or Eckersley? Like, why wouldn't they say, hey, what are we doing tonight after the game? Like, get something to eat? Like, last night, that was funny at dinner. You did that. Or, oh, Jesus, what's going on with your... Like...
Well, you hear people like Eckersley will try. I remember Eckersley once brought up like drug addiction or something, and Dave O'Brien was like, the 2-1.
Right, yeah, the Red Sox team is on Nesson, owned by the Red Sox and those people. But Eckersley does some games. He's actually pretty good. And he did with Dave O'Brien. Eckersley's a famous recovering drug use and alcoholic. I don't know if drugs or alcohol, which one?
Cocaine, right?
Coke, yeah. And he drank a lot, too, I guess. And he brought it up one time during the game, and O'Brien, you could tell, was like, does not compute. Play-by-play brain malfunctioning, off topic,
too much tension,
off topic, has nothing to do with the way the field smells or the lyrical wonder of the game. I don't know what to say. Not kissing ass of player, and literally like didn't. And thank God for him, the greatest break of his life. A pitch was like hit in the air, so he could do his like shallow fly to right. And Eckers is like, no, I'm drinking right now. Like I'm off the wagon. Like I'm tumbling off. Like please help me. I can't. He's like, nah, that'll do it.
This is a cry for help.
Yeah, one hit, one run, and at the end of the second, like they have to go and like rewire him and put his fucking things. And Eckersley's probably like, I just was like, we've talked about this off. We talked about this off the air, like last night at dinner, probably. Like, why are you? Because this microphone is in front of us. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's so. But you hear it all. I don't know. You hear it all the time. When I first started doing radio, I was like that because you don't know any better. You know, I mean, I listened to Stern, but you didn't know. You don't know. That's why podcasts are better. I think. I don't know. I mean, like, do you think the Caller Daddy girls could do that on talk radio?
Yeah, I think
EI
would hire them tomorrow.
The ass eating episode.
One thing is they are very high energy. Like you play that and it's just like penis, vagina, sex, ha ha ha. Oh, totally. Just like boom, one constant train of fucking.
But is that what's like the whole 40 minutes?
The entire 40, 60 minutes. Yes, just pours right into your ears. It's just like it's a lot.
Jesus Christ,
it's a lot.
God. All right, what else we got? Anything else?
Well, you want more Red Sox play-by-play?
Yeah, give me one more. I'll mock one more call. I always like that.
Most of them greeted Rem Dog at the elevator today.
That's the other thing. The inevitable laugh when something is not funny at all because you feel like they have to do it.
Yeah.
Instead of saying like, if you told an unfunny joke or I did it, you'd be like, well, that wasn't like. What
you stare at me. Yeah.
You just break each other's balls. You're like, well, that wasn't funny, you idiot. But it's always funny. Like it's always that's gonna hurt. Like let me hear that exchange one more time.
Most of them greeted Rem Dog at the elevator today.
That was funny.
And what the fuck?
I wonder why kids aren't watching baseball.
Is this real or no? And that was it? Yeah. Did he ever speak again ever in his life?
They just left.
Some people say they're still sitting there quietly.
Like what was like? I understand when you're watching the game. That's a television broadcast, so it's a little different. But like what are we doing? Like what are we doing here, guys? Are we going to talk or not? That was
right,
funny.
I got one more.
All right.
Baltimore did have a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Just 2 batters into the game. But the Red Sox have scored the next 13.
Oh my God, attendance.
What the Red Sox could really benefit from is a really fast game.
Okay, thanks. I think this is they scored 1 run in the first Baltimore, but the Red Sox bounced back to score the next 13.
It's amazing they're not doing well with people in under 30.
This might be a good time now, as good as any, Rem Dog. Now the score is not close. Now they're not sweating it out pitch by pitch. Tell you, I've identified as a woman. I'm going to go through the surgical process. I'm going to have my penis mutilated and formed into a vagina. And I think I'm going to have fake breasts as well. I've always felt this way personally. We've talked about off the air in the hotel room. I like to dress up and dance around. I am now a woman.
Oh my God, like, do you feel how wet my pussy is on your dick?
See, if Remy said that, I'd say, well, I listen every day. O'Brien could say that, and Remy would be like, well, you know, I'll tell you what, the Yankees right now, they're getting healthier, and it's not...
Speaking of wet, we might get a rain delay here in the 4th inning.
There you go.
Let his penis touch the air. Like, let it breathe.
Well, speaking of which, how about the Cy Young this year? This is an interesting AL year with Kluber struggling.
I'm jerking off onto her face.
The 2-2s foul back. Go ahead. Anything else you want to say, Sophia?
Get your ass to the fucking gym. Go buy yourself some new fucking clothes. Make yourself look great. And so the next time you go out and you get rejected, you're like, no, this has nothing to do with me.
The 2-hopper to Bogarts looks over to second, throws to first, 2 away. Anything else, Sophia?
His dick, is a hot dog, and your lips are the bun. So
a little righty-lefty action in the bullpen right now. Basically, see what Skip does here with the big lefty coming up to start the 8th inning.
When girls start fucking, they think the penis needs to be inside the vagina.
You know, I ran into the other day, such a nice man, former Angels legend Bobby Gritch. It was so good to see him. I haven't seen him in years, and we talked for a while. This is good. I'm glad we found this.
That is a nice mix.
The only thing that sucks is I'm going to have to be listening to so much more Call Her Daddy. It really is like, it's like a freight train of girl talk crashing into your
We're going to
brain.
have them. I'm going to be in New York in a few weeks, I think it sounds like.
Okay.
Evidently, I'm getting called to not to the office for anything bad,
To the
but
mothership.
the whole thing.
Is this about the lawsuit?
No. I think they want me to do shit there.
Promotion.
Yeah.
A nude photo shoot?
Yes. Maybe I'll jump. I'm sure the Call Me Daddy girls would love to have a 44-year-old fucking old man on and just sit there and be confused the whole time.
We have a photographer coming in tomorrow.
What time?
Around 8:30. Take pictures of you. We need some pro shots.
Why? For what?
We got to do some shirts. We got to do like the free Kirk shirts. We're trying to raise money for your legal defense fund.
I don't want to be. Can you
He'll just
just
take a
photograph
couple
MHB instead? And
I'll
say
photograph
it's me?
you right now. Get it out of the way.
Can you draw for me?
I'm sure the focus will be perfect.
That drawing has become a cultural phenomenon, by the way.
It has.
Really has.
It's been in Photoshops and GIFs and all kinds of...
Does that have its own parody account? Yeah, it must.
It does.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, does it? I haven't seen it.
Well, I mean,
where are we at in the eBay bidding? That you started at $5,000.
That was Blind Mike's decision. I said it at
Who's
$1,000.
gonna bid $5,000 for that?
You know, I really felt like I'm an artist before my time.
What's that mean? Picasso, right? When Picasso was
understood
alive, he died poor.
That's true. Maybe when I die.
Yeah, 100 years from now.
We could fake my death.
Bingo. This is the idea.
Then we gotta
his
fake
death.
my death.
Then it's worth like $100,000.
I don't think we have to fake it necessarily.
We can do it. What more do I? You know what I mean?
Why don't we just go all in? I don't know what.
I've been on the Kirk Minihane Show twice in a week. I'm good.
What's weird about it is like it is not like the drawings obviously doesn't look anything like me, but it actually like sort of makes sense and
it's hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah, it's odd that I will say the first one though was like 4 fingers and a massive thumb. Like what happened there?
What I'm thinking is a shirt that's just like the 3 portraits side by side. What do you think? Is that too in the weeds?
Or
no writing at all?
3 different shirts.
No, it says the Kirk Minihane Show, but it's just like the 3 portraits.
Yeah, I have no brain for that stuff. I always suck at T-shirts and whatever you guys want to do. I'm with you on that one. You're running that operation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking input from all the Minifans. If anybody wants to say something about support, a merch, anything they want, any
Can
ideas?
I get the Feidelberg merchandise deal if it's going to be my artwork?
You have the Feidelberg merchandise deal. Congratulations. You receive. Yeah, well, no, we would definitely we get Blind Mike involved. Now, he deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blind Mike this morning. I think we got interrupted before. I say them before the show because I don't think you're driving here. I'm guessing.
No, I Uber.
So you're Ubering here from where?
Watertown.
Do you not have a car?
I do, but it's
not a great
collected out of
driver, I don't
dust.
think.
You have a bike? You don't have a bike or a scooter or
I
something?
could bike. I could start walking to get even more trim, you know?
And I said, you're saving the receipts, right? Sending them to Barstool. Steve, he's like, no, it's okay. I just like doing this. Like, what are you doing?
I gave him a ride home yesterday.
I know, but I'm saying from his perspective, from a business sense, like he's helped us out. He's doing work on the website. He did the drawing. He was there yesterday. He's been here a couple of days. Like
ran security for you.
I'm a terrible negotiator.
Yeah, babysat. We got to figure out something compensationally.
I mean, he did not prevent you from the assassination attempt yesterday.
Well, I want to talk about
I got in Ricchio's grill.
Legally,
I was there.
That's true. I actually thought you started the show. I'm glad we haven't talked to him for an hour or whatever. But I actually thought at one moment, I think I actually nudged Steve.
I saw the corner of my eye and kind of nudged him.
Because I thought you and Riccio were actually going to fight each other for a second.
Well, because I believe it was when the cameras were off.
Invite you to his car or something?
He said, he asked me if I wanted to get in the limo business, which I don't know if that's some sort of a euphemism. But then later when the cameras were off, he was talking to you and he was getting real close. And I said, back up, buddy. And he goes, who the fuck are you?
He said, let the men leave.
Oh, yeah. I said, I'm Blind Mike. He said, men are talking.
Yeah, he thinks Rich are equal.
He's on your level.
Yeah,
you guys are equal.
I'm just some punk kid.
Yeah,
in the middle of two men.
The thing is, I've never seen a guy who wants to get punched in the face so badly. That was his mission yesterday. He wanted to come and make such an ass of himself.
That was my lone
one
goal.
Of us decked him.
And I should have said, I know you guys are smart guys or whatever, but I should have said, hey, listen. We're not going to fall for that trap, which I think we all knew. Like,
no, we're good. Yeah.
No. Like does he have a punchable face? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think anything about that screams punchable to me at all. It just seems like a regular, nice guy who
just a normal looking human being. He's got. I hope gingivitis isn't contagious. He's got some plaque that was there during the Carter administration.
But they were like, come out and come back in with the anger. It had like a thing. He was.
The last thing I'll say about yesterday is you were looking dapper. Very nice suit.
Oh, didn't I look good?
You were there for fucking business.
Mike too.
Yeah,
you
dressed
look like
dressed
a
to the
schlub.
nines.
Yeah, I did. I looked like a bum compared to you guys.
I should have sent. What? Oh, that's the other thing I was going to bring up because sometimes I get in these moods. I feel good. So MHB is in town tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
For how long?
I don't know. He's coming tonight. He's going to be here tonight. And then he mentioned something. I don't know why Dave Cullinane is getting so many mentions, but he said you might be filming something with him afterwards.
Who said that?
MHB.
Who might be? Me?
No. MHB and Dave Cullinane might be filming something for you after the show. Unbeknownst to you, it seems.
Oh, Christ. Can we run it by either me or my fucking executive producer? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know
here?
anything about this.
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
No, I haven't.
Maybe I spilled the beans, but yeah, they.
Is this part of Cullinane's
They
plot
have some
to take
sort of
my
a man
fucking
on the
job?
street.
Who's more psychotic, honestly? Riccio or fucking Cullinane? Like, I wonder something. Like, Dave, you're the
DC,
backup.
to his credit,
Robinson pulls his hamstring. You get 5 minutes. That's how it works.
DC pointed out to his credit. Does Dave Cullinane know he got fired?
I mean, so you're going away, right? When are you going?
I'm going to New York.
Not you idiot.
I'm sorry.
This is a problem. When I say your name, that means I'm asking you a question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
are you going to New York?
I am.
Oh, great.
I'm going to New York this weekend.
That'll be a lot of fun. Good.
So before any of the Barstool stuff happened with you or me, I had my honeymoon planned in Europe. So
totally fine. When were you married?
I was married September 1st of last year, but we did like a delayed honeymoon.
Everyone does that now, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing for us. But some people have said, "Oh, well, that's not a honeymoon. You're just taking a vacation." Well, no, it is. It's our.
Was it a Tuscan opera wedding or no? no.
Can we finally get to the rock opera
we don't
wedding
have
today?
time. No, it's too late. We don't have the copies. You can print them out.
Okay, so
we'll do it tomorrow. I'm sure we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, the first week of July, I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks.
What? You're gone for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
I thought it was 2. Was it 3?
No, it's 3 weeks. Yeah, you absolutely knew that.
I'm sure I did. I'm just saying I was thinking 2 weeks in my head. So you're here next week?
Yes.
So the 4th of July week, you're gone?
Yeah, I leave July 4th.
Okay. We're going to probably, I'm guessing, have a couple in the tank.
I think we'll do some double taping.
Blind Mike will fill in. He'll be the host for a week. People like that. What was that? So we'll do a couple. So then when I come back post 4th of July week, you're gone for the next 2 weeks after that?
Yes.
With Dave Cullinane producing?
Yes.
Okay, potentially.
Yeah, I'll be back on the July 29th.
And I think Cullinane will easily just let you kind of come back in.
Yeah, no, I don't see any problems.
Side deals at all.
I really expect to come back and just have my job.
I like Cullinane. I like him. Obviously, I'm bringing them back. There's a long backstory, which we'll get into at some point here. Maybe even do it tomorrow. He was a producer of my old podcast at Intercom for 2 days, literally 2 days. But he's always got some side deal going. He does. He's like a mover and a shaker. He's one of those guys. It's always, don't you think?
You got to admire the hustle, though.
Oh no, I don't. I mean it in a good way and also not a good way. Like it made me uncomfortable, even at the jump when we hired him in Intercom. It always made me slightly uneasy. I remember saying to Carlson Mosdes, who was my basically my business partner there. Really good guy at Intercom. One of the few people I like there.
Yeah, he's like the only person at Intercom I trust, despite my brief interaction with him.
That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, yeah.
What were you going to say? No, go ahead.
No.
No, what? Go ahead.
No. I was going to say something else, but because of the sales deal, and it didn't make sense.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Cullinane was pitching us this studio in Framingham to do the show from, like hard, while we were at Entercom. And I was like, geez, I feel like he's getting I said to Carlson, I remember saying to Carlson, I feel like he's getting a piece of this action. And I said, let's talk about this later. I said, I'm going to lunch. And he said, okay, I'll let you know. And then an hour later, I interviewed Alan Dershowitz, and the fucking whole thing blew up. But the place he was talking about is this place.
Yeah,
Red
and
13 Studios. It's worked out great.
Now, what if he's still getting money for you?
He might be. Good for him if he is, I guess.
The one thing that I'll say is that somebody else in my shoes would come into this operation and be like, no, this was Cullinane's idea. I've got to shoot this down and shit on it and come up with a better idea. But I came in here and I was like, you know what? This could work. This would be a good idea.
Is that a whole way of saying that you're a great guy? Like
No. I'm just saying that I made a decision that was what's best for the show, not necessally trying to box Cullinane out because I'm comfortable.
But
it's not his way of saying he's a great guy. It's his way of subliminally letting you know he's a great guy.
What do you want me to say, Steve? Like, okay, great. Like, we're going to throw a fucking hissy fit?
No.
I mean,
I'm not.
The idea, it's up to, if I say yes, we're here. If I say no, we're not.
I know, but you like this place, right?
But what's the point of your story?
The point of the story was that I made a decision that was what's best for the show.
Oh, okay. Well, that needs to be broadcasted? Isn't that kind of implied in your job?
Yeah, I guess so. I was just trying to highlight it because we were talking about the whole Cullinane situation.
Okay, all right. Is there any issues between you and Cullinane?
No, I don't think so.
I think you...
There will be.
There will be.
There will be when he gets back from his honeymoon.
I spoke to Steve about Cullinane, right?
Yes.
And you vouched for him?
I did.
Yes.
Twice.
Okay. Good job.
Before and after.
Of course, now I'm bringing him back in, so what the fuck do I know, right? I mean, the whole thing's going to be gone by the time you get back with this fucking guy in here. I'm also worried about Cullinane is one of these guys who I think wants to have a larger on-air, like he thinks he's funnier than he is, too. That concerns me, like he thinks he's one of those guys. I wonder. Like, is he going to talk a lot? You're going to be in for some of these, so be ready.
I think that's his plan, right? I mean, you want to have a second
I like
voice
Dave.
for
I've
some
never
of
heard
this.
him on there, though, so I can't really vouch for anything.
Is he going to try and backstab Steve? Like, is he going to do the
I
whole...
would assume. I don't know him well enough to say that 100%, but it seems
But like subtly, he won't be dumb about it, I don't think, will he?
No.
Well, he's proven to be dumb in the past.
Here's what'll happen. He'll be setting up and he'll be like, oh, I'm surprised Steve didn't know to do this for me.
Right.
Oh, no, Steve didn't know how to do this thing? Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's weird. That's like basic producing.
It's pretty basic stuff.
That, by the way, is 101 right there. He's going to be like, he's like, yeah, no, I was listening to the one a couple weeks ago when you had Mike on, his blind mic on. This mic sounded like a little echo. I'm like, I'll fix it, no problem. Like, it's
like not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure Steve just didn't realize. I'm sure Steve's really busy. Steve does a great job.
It sounded like the equalizer on the dynamic wasn't exactly set in and calibrated. I do that every time.
Yeah. Oh, what time does Steve get here? I was here at like 3:30 this morning. Like, no big deal. Oh, Steve, like he's not lazy, but like he needs to sleep. I totally get that. No problem.
I mean, here's your hot chocolate, just how you like it.
So where are you going?
I'll use your Roman wipe.
Where are you going?
We're flying into Amsterdam.
No, I meant where's Mike going to New York this weekend? Because it's such an interesting story. I was dying to hear about it. No, Amsterdam? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, we're flying into Amsterdam because my wife actually grew up she lived in the Netherlands for a little while.
Was she born there?
No, she wasn't born there. She was born in Texas, actually, but her dad got a job in the Netherlands. They worked there. Then 9/11 happened, and the company pulled everybody back. So they went back to Cleveland, Ohio.
So 3 week? Oh, you said you were in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
This is a 3-week honeymoon?
Yeah, so we're going into the Netherlands, and then we're going down through
Sounds
to
awful
Italy.
You, Mike, or no? 3 weeks?
It sounds like a lot.
It sounds like an amazing race or something.
Like
3 weeks?
Yeah, like so. Not to bring
this is definitely her call.
Not to bring it up again, but
of course it's her call. I fucking hate. Do you see this hat?
You want to go to Canada?
This is my Canada hat. I'm wearing this for fucking camouflage when I'm in Europe.
Are you asking me if I could see your hat, or are you asking him if you could see the hat?
He's taunting me.
I'm an asshole.
You could tell I was about to make fun of him. So can you see the hat?
You're about to tell a story that I'm...
never mind.
No, I actually want to hear it now. Go ahead. No, what is it? I want to hear it now.
God damn it.
What was it?
I was just going to say that he's going away for 3 weeks. I'm going away with my girlfriend for 4 days, and I feel like we're going to just fight the whole time.
You're right. You were right. Your instinct was right.
I told you I didn't want to tell it.
Your instinct was right. So Italy, which I've never been to Italy. I want to go there.
Yeah. So we're going Amsterdam, Paris, and then down into like the Amalfi Coast, and then we'll be on Sicily. We fly home from Sicily.
How long are you in Italy for? Like a week? What's the meat of the trip?
I think it's like half.
You do a lot of driving in Italy,
half continental, half Italy.
A lot of driving.
Italy's continental. No, we'll be doing a lot of train. We'll be driving mostly on Sicily, but so I've got to go get my international driver's license.
How much does this trip cost?
Enough.
What is there?
Why are people so weird with money?
The plane
it's handled.
It's strange. I mean,
the plane tickets are like $2,000. That's like the bulk of the expense.
Are you saying in nice hotels or?
No, a lot of Airbnbs. The Airbnbs we've been finding is like $50 a night.
It's a fucking honeymoon.
$75 a night. There's some really nice.
I know I'm old.
Nice
I am old on that. I am so wrong on that. Like Airbnbs. What's the other one? I'm forgetting.
HomeAway, Vero.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah. No, they're really nice and they're really affordable.
Like everyone talks about Venmo. I am not kidding. I have no fucking idea what that is. No idea.
It's just like bank transfer.
See, you don't want to learn what Venmo is because then when you go out to eat and everyone's splitting up the check, you don't have to pay them back. Oh, sorry. I don't have Venmo. Sorry,
why don't you just use your cards? Like what's? I know I'm old.
Well, it's more.
Preface, I'm old, but I'm just saying I don't understand.
So for like at my apartment, like my roommate, like I'll pay the electric bill, my roommate will pay the cable bill, and we'll like Venmo each other to make it equal. You know, shit like
just
that.
Give them the money.
Easier. I guess, but a lot of people don't have cash on them now.
That's right. I almost never have cash on me now. But I have a bank card and a couple of credit cards. No, I mean, I don't know.
It just makes it easier.
Is it good? I mean, is there
very easy.
It's using your credit card, but it's easier. Like,
how are they making money? Was there a hit? Did you have to
I mean, they probably take a little fee.
Small percentage.
Yeah, small percentage. Like but I mean, the volume of transfers is so big that it just makes sense for them. Yeah,
and
no,
like
it's convenient.
Uber Eats makes me nervous too. I don't want anybody. I don't know.
It's no different than a delivery guy. It's just a delivery guy.
I mean, it's a hit on that.
Do you want your Uber driver sticking his hand in your French fries before you get them?
So why is that different than a pizza delivery guy? You know what I mean?
I mean, do you want your pizza delivery guy sticking his dick in your pizza?
Yes,
I don't. I just don't think of it. Yes, I do.
I mean, I do. Yeah, why not? But so you guys are going. What do you give me the high sign for? What do you give me the watch sign?
We'll do it in a minute. I was pointing to my movement watch. As your producer, I'm just cueing you when it's time to do advertising.
That he has one.
You got to work out some kind of system.
Are we doing movement and then wrapping up? What are we doing?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
about time to do a mid-roll ad.
I'm asking you. Oh, let's do it. Okay, fine. Tell me about your watch. This is my watch right here.
I mean, look at this.
Mike, look at that watch.
Isn't that a nice
Even
watch?
Mike can tell it's a great watch.
So I got the nice rose gold with a dark leather strap. It's so nice and natural. I've already gotten in the shower twice with it on because I don't like. I thought I was.
So I'm concerned about that. So I got mine right here. You can see it. It's beautiful. Tell us a really nice time.
I thought that I was going to be like, always being able to tell. I've got a watch on, like I can feel it. It's bulky, because I'm not really haven't ever been a watch guy.
Neither have I. Nor have I.
It's so natural and comfortable, and it just looks great. Like honestly. Wife comes home, sees me with this watch on. Went through a whole thing of Roman wipes last night.
It's like over the top here. Yeah. So I mean, again, but here's the other thing. So I look at this. If somebody showed me this watch, really nice. I said, "How much is it?" I'd probably be like, I don't know, $200, $250. I think mine was $110. How much was yours?
I think it was just like $115, just a little bit more.
Stranger is more expensive than mine, but that's fine. It starts at $95. You're guaranteed to find something you love that will not break your bank, and that's exactly you said it, Steve. Like I was never a watch wearer. It just made me. I actually like it. Actually look and check the time as I take mine off right now. I look at you. You wear it on your left wrist, right?
Yeah.
Did anybody wear it on the right wrist?
I think you're supposed to wear it actually like
backwards, like that.
Backwards.
I can't do it that way.
Yeah, no, I like it like this.
I've sold over 2 million across 160 countries. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/Kirk. That's why this company keeps growing like crazy. Do your wrist and wallet a favor. mvmt.com/Kirk. Join the movement. Do it right now. Steve and I have got some tweets from listeners who have as well. Tweet me, by the way, if you have. I'll definitely retweet. I want these guys to see that you're helping out the show, helping out Barstool, and, by the way, getting a great product at a great price, Movement watches. So there you go. What else? Anything else before we wrap up or no?
I mean, unless you want to hear about my interesting weekend in New York.
I'm interested in that. I am interested in the 3-week honeymoon, though. Psychologically, that's a test. But you don't have any kids yet, so.
Did you have that story that you printed off that you wanted to talk about?
No. About what? The transgender thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but say, that's you can't wrap a show up like that.
That's I mean, I thought you
maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Printing that off, wanting to dig in that. I mean, we could do rock opera, wedding.
I'm not doing rock opera now. As we're speaking, I got a text from we were talking about my old producer, Dave Cullinane, my current producer, Steve Robinson. There was a producer in between named Mark Moroso.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who I forgot to add on the psychotic list. What is it about me that attracts these lunatics? What is it? Am I that interesting, Mike? Obviously, you're a fan.
Yeah.
What's so interesting about it?
I don't know. Maybe they relate to you. You're the king of the crazy people. You admit that you're on psychotic medication. You know what I mean?
Is that a compliment?
You're the most successful, insane person that there ever will be.
Thank you. You articulated it well. So Mark Moroso is my producer at Entercom in the interim. Actually, I did a podcast with him and Blind Mike.
Yeah.
That I wasn't even spiked. It was just, I think it was that all the madness happened, right? Too? Isn't that when I left?
The day after you went on strike.
Yeah, it's no coincidence, by the way. At some point you have to say it's not working. A lot of people
speculated
yes.
as that.
Mark Moroso was my producer for a couple of days, or a couple of weeks or whatever. texted me at 8:28 a.m. What do I got to do to be a part of this thing? You want me to eat dog food? Okay, tell me the studio address and I'll come eat dog food on air.
What a sad. It's kind of sad. You know, the worst.
That's a strong pitch. I'm not going to lie.
Right. And Mike only thinks that's kind of sad.
Because I would do it too.
So I will say this to Mark Moroso, I know listens to every second of every podcast. If you are willing to wear like a dog outfit like they wear at Halloween, be our doggy for a whole show, and eat dog food at the end, you can be part of our world. That doesn't seem... We'll put a little bowl of dog food and water. He can bark. He can't speak at all. He's got to be a little doggy during the show. Everyone can walk him on... Yes, we can walk him on a leash.
Okay, no Mike.
No, fucking Christ, no Mike.
How about he also has to go and pick up Blind Mike and bring him here?
Sure, in the dog outfit?
Yeah, he's going to courier Blind Mike.
You two can figure that out, Mike. If he can put that entire project together, this is not a negotiation. This is how you're coming in. Dress in the dog outfit, a nice dog outfit, like they do, like I said, the Halloween, some lunatic would do.
Okay.
It acts like the show's dog for an episode. I think, Steve, it's hard to say no to that, isn't it?
It's a strong pitch.
I think I could get him to do it.
Do you feel threatened by Mark Moroso as a potential producer?
I do. More so than Conan. He's got this like natural charm, you know?
I actually like him. I can't help it. I do like him.
The worst I've ever felt for anyone, I think, is when Steve went on the Minihane Show and said the hilarious part about Mark Moroso is he thought he had a shot at getting a job.
That's so true.
And he never had a shot.
Oh, my God.
But the thing that you like about Moroso is that he's like this guy who made the transition from being, a construction worker to being, mildly successful radio producer.
Let me just give you...
He's doing something.
Let me just give you
He's on that hill
You
show.
can't see it. You can't see it, Mike, but look at this is the way the Moroso and I conversations would go. That's him, obviously, in the light, me in the blue.
But that's kind of the way our conversations go.
But do you get this? Do you send me this?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Now we're in like the double digit in a row.
But a lot of them, from what I understand, are like, "How did I do today, Kirk?"
There's a lot of that. Yeah. Like, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? Like, what does Steve Robinson do that I can't do? Like, what the fuck? Like, now him getting mad and like red faced in a dog suit with dog food on his face at the end of a show is great.
Do you think he would kill for you?
Yes, he has. Yeah. I think he may kill me.
He apologized. He said he apologized to me on Twitter the other day, and he said
what?
Well, not so much an apology. He said the show was groundbreaking.
What show is?
Your show.
Yeah, no shit.
And this is in reference to the episode that I was on, and he said, and I wish I was nicer to Blind Mike. So I think, I guess maybe he thinks that I can get him in here, which now I guess I can.
Talking to him and telling him that I hired a producer, because so after I got the show, there was this little interim thing where I was pretending like I knew Steve was going to be the guy.
Yeah.
But he had to do his thing, I had to do mine. We had to figure out the contract from Barstool. So there are people who are reaching out, as you would expect, a lot, to call Moroso and tell him is almost like the way I picture like a president calls a vice presidential candidate to tell him like, yeah, we're going with this guy. Like he was
look, I'm sorry, Chris. You've been really loyal to me, but it's not going to work out.
That was very nice to call him. That seems like a lot of effort.
It's to me, driving in the car and calling for 30 seconds is easier than texting it. Like I just don't,
less risk of a car crash.
That's true. And I said, Mark, hey, listen, I love you. You've been super loyal. I hope we work together down the road, but I hired Steve Robinson. Pause. Like a pause. No, there was like that pause when like you call and say, just so you know, like this is Doris, Edwards from Delta Airlines. Just so you know, Mr. Thompson, there was a plane crash. I know your whole family was on it. Like there was like this pause where Moroso was like letting it all. I was like, and I wanted to say to him, you can't be shocked at this. Like I'm not going to allow that. You can be upset, but you can't be shocked. And he was like, but he did like the Mark Moroso like brave face, like, I understand. Steve's he'll do a good job for you. Like, but if anything happens, you could tell he was just dying to say why didn't I get it, but he wouldn't say it. So he's listening now. So when the show's done, Mike, I'm going to put you in charge.
Absolutely.
If you notice, Steve, I put other people in charge of interacting with other people.
Delegating is good.
Yes, delegating is great.
You put me in charge of interacting with Blind Mike.
Yes. Correct, but I talked to Blind Mike.
Yes.
Yeah. So you do that whole thing with Moroso, pitch it, figure it out, bring him in.
I will say that since we started this just on Monday, I have gotten more resumes sent to me than in my entire career. There
this
are people
fucking podcast is great.
Filling up my DMs trying to come in here and intern. I think we need to do some kind of like Hunger Games situation with the Kirk Minihane Show.
Don't they die in that or no?
Well, I mean, they don't have to die.
Okay.
We can come up with some substitute for dying.
This is one of these ones where I was right and you were wrong, by the way, about the interns. We could use an intern.
Yes, no, you were
we could use an intern,
absolutely.
If only because I think we need more of a video element within the
Yeah.
show. That's not your fault because we don't have anybody here. I don't think Blind Mike is going to be a great videographer.
I've got a guy, though. Have you ever seen Trash Talk? I've got a guy that can do
Yeah,
video.
who does that?
Yeah, my buddy Jimmy.
Jimmy, he's good at it, yeah?
He's pretty good.
I've never seen Trash Talk, so I wouldn't know.
I think you've listened.
I listened to Trash Talk. When's the next one up? Go ahead, promote it.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Me and MHB doing it in person.
Tonight on YouTube or whatever.
We'll be on you. I don't know if we're doing it on YouTube or Twitter, but we'll tweet it out.
But the podcast is going to be up tonight, or
yes.
Okay,
we'll upload it right after we do it.
So there you go. Where am I going to find that?
BlindsidePods.com.
BlindsidePods.com. Good, Steve. What do we?
All right. Before we wrap this up, you want to tell us about Red 13 Studios?
Of course I do. So as we just talked about, 5-10 minutes ago, had some apprehension, which I shouldn't have, but I'm sort of old school radio guy sometimes in this way where I think, I don't know, but. So far, it's been, I don't know, what do you think, Steve? I think it's been a pretty great experience.
Yeah, I think it's been a really great experience. I think we both of us are coming at this with the radio dynamic. We're looking for the clock, we're looking for commercial breaks, we want the control room, we want the booth, we want a definite soundboard, but this is we're here in the Sapphire room of Red 13 Studios. The sound quality has been great. I got many compliments on your microphone. You sound bright.
I think some of these people,
excellent.
had really had some frustration with the last 3 or 4 months before this. So, but I would say even things like yesterday when we were able to have Pete on, sounded great.
It did.
Stuff like that. Just the show. When I listen to it, it's true. It just sounds cleaner now, and there's no noise. It's quiet. They come in here, they do the shit, they set up, they leave us alone. It's like a total creative experience. You can't do better. And Red 13 Creative is world-class content creator and digital marketing agency. If you're a brand company, whoever, you're doing something on your own, you're doing a podcast by yourself. You need content and need to get out to an audience. Red 13 Creative is your premier team. They've worked with Brady, by the way, Under Armour, MTV, Universal Records, many, many more. Reach out to Jim Foster if you want at Red 13. What is it? www.red13studios.com.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, the guy who is in here helping us out, he's worked on Grammy nominated.
His Grammys
tracks.
Yeah, he's always flying back and forth to LA. You guys
it's a great space too. There's a basketball hoop out there. I want to get a little bit of video of Blind Mike shooting some hoops. That seems a
little derivative, but maybe we may do that. That's www.red13studios.com. Ben Benson would say www.red13studios.com, but there are 3 W's. I believe.
Best studio in the business.
By the way, you could just say Red 13. I don't think the www is exactly necessary in 2019, but maybe it is for some people. I don't know. Who knows? So MHB is in tomorrow?
Yes, MHB in tomorrow.
And he has to defend this fucking awful Ellie Schnitt disaster. That's their fault, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
When he tries to sandbag me, will you guys remember the fun we had today? And
yes. Oh, absolutely.
This is getting nice. How can I continue it?
No, Blind Mike, you did very well today.
Oh,
very well. Are you pleased with yourself?
I am. I think I did better
today.
Can you
believe that you're interacting with Kirk Minihane as a member of the show?
I'm getting used to it. Now I look at us as broadcasting equals.
I wouldn't do that. But
yesterday, Blind Mike showed me a lot, though. Showing up, dressed up, running security. He was ready to fight Riccio.
I mean,
if Riccio had laid a finger,
if
Riccio had laid a finger on you, he'd have been down on the ground in an armbar in 2 seconds.
There aren't a lot of guys I feel physically confident against.
that would be a great fight, though. I'd love to watch that.
Yeah, you'd have to take 12 showers.
We'll get that done.
You're proposing that?
Yeah, me and Riccio.
I'm in.
There are actually a number of people suggesting that Riccio needs to step up to Rough and Rowdy.
I'm in.
No problem. And I would put, if Blind Mike fought Riccio can pick his charity. I'd donate $5,000 to that charity. In a second.
Confidence means the world.
Yes, no problem. It's not going to happen. He's not going to do it. All right, so we're back tomorrow. Oh, are any of these messages about Riccio good or no?
No.
No? Okay,
no.
Good.
I mean, most of them were just the kind of threats that we don't want to endorse.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. No. We're not going to sink down to his game. We're not going to play his game of bridge. All right, so MHB tomorrow. I'm sure we'll have some other stuff. We will never. What's going to hurt you the most, I think, is Colin and I are going to do this rock opera thing tomorrow together when you're gone. Wouldn't that hurt?
That would kind of sting a little bit.
That would hurt.
I've been reading it at night, being like, all right, because you asked me to play the groom in the rock opera wedding, and so I need to get the affect right.
Yeah.
He's just this L.A. hipster. He's a headhunter.
Total
for
pussy
some
whip.
Total pussy whip.
Pussy whip guy of all time.
He's dropping 120, 150
Easy.
grand
He's lying.
on a wedding.
More.
Yeah.
This fucking story is wild.
Teasing us.
We'll never get to it, but we may do it. All right, back tomorrow with MHB. We'll see what else is going on with this Curtatone stuff. Anything else we're promoting for tomorrow or no? We're good?
Well, actually.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.